And
I'm waiting for a go. Thank you.
do it. Do it the thing.
Do the thing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Realm of Shade, the House of Lament, a 5e adventure published by Wizards of the Coast and Von Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. I am your dungeon master for today, Silverdark XZ. I'll be guiding you all through the mists of Ravenloft and the tragedies that await.
Oh god.
Joining me are my fledgling adventurers. Feel free to introduce yourself, guys.
Is there an order you want it, just left to right?
Why don't we go from top of Discord? With the
how do we know? How do we know who's left and who's right?
What is left?
Places.
Right.
Yeah, we're all in different places. That is fair.
I guess we should start with Shade because Shade's on the west coast.
Shade's the guy.
I was meaning on the who needs water, left to right.
I mean,
or that.
Okay.
Listen, we can also just do Discord.
what
that's fine,
big
I'll start.
fledglings?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Realm of Shade.
Uh-huh.
Perfect, wonderful. Okay, I'm Chris. I'll be Boris Martikov, a reborn Barovian fighter who is on the older side, being about 50 to 60. And that's about it this second. I have nothing to plug or anything like that.
All right, thanks. Thank you, Chris. Sid, if you want to introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Sid. I'm going to be playing Ulrich Velasco, a human barbarian, investigator.
What's a barbarian?
A barbarian, a man of a man.
He is a man of a man.
He's a man of a man.
Non-Romans, the Romans being invaded by non-Romans.
Wait until you hear who became the Romans.
Until you hear about the fact that the Romans are just Romans.
Anyways. Is there anything else?
I mean that's the what's on the outside of the box, I guess. So yeah.
All right, thank you, Sid. Shade.
All right. Hello, I'm your friendly neighborhood host of this channel. Generally, Shade or Ryan or whatever. Nobody calls me Ryan. Anyway, I am playing Karen, a fox gal, Magus, which is the class designed by Logan Laidlaw. And she's a person. You'll find out.
You will, in fact, find out. Is that everything?
Yep.
All right. Devilonian.
Yes, hello. I'm Devin.
Can't believe you
I am playing I am
Snack's
Cat.
on that order.
He's next. We're doing Discord order.
Yeah.
I am playing Calm Winds, Blowing Clouds. It's the Tabaxi name, that's why it's so confusing. Or just Cloud for short. No, not that one.
No, not that one.
Playing
CWB.
I am playing CWB. And then we are playing the Mystic class, designed by myself and adapted by Shade, who is much better at the fantasy grounds. Also, no, not that one.
No, not that one.
Not that Mystic. Not the cursed one.
Is that everything?
I mean, if we're saving like greater character descriptions for later, then yes.
Yeah, just basic stuff as an overview. All right. In which case, now we have Snack.
Hello, I am Snack. I am a problem. And I am playing Brennan, another fox gal. But
You're
I'm
gonna
a ranger.
say another problem.
Don't worry, Snack. All your problems are mine to deal with.
But I'm also a fox gal. And I'm a ranger.
Specifically a Ranger revised, designed by Shade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alrighty. In which case, last but not least, we have Zombie.
But not least, anyway, I am Zombie. I am a person.
But you're not dead.
I'm not undead. I just am alive. Anyway, I'm playing Brian. He's an author.
He's an author.
I'm something of an author
he's not
myself,
aware of
you
what
see.
his class is.
He is an author of some sort of class, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that he has some kind of class. It might not be
Yes.
high class.
I
But
think
it's
he's
a class.
druid.
Heyo.
Oh
no,
my.
then he'd have more magic like me.
Oh boy. Alright. Is that everything then, zombie?
That's everything I
Kinda
want
what
to
he
say for
is.
myself.
Okay. Thank
He's
you all.
in a fight.
Alright, guys.
I shall
Now.
swap the scene over.
Mhm. Now, before we end up starting, there are a few things I'd like to go over for this game. So, during this game, I will be using a variety of sound keys for very special events. The most common one will be this one that I play whenever a player obtains an item. I cannot wait to find out how to get those out of voice mod into Kenku, because that's the quietest one on my end.
We'll
I
figure
could
that out
do
for
it.
next week.
Yeah.
Alternatively, I have a very good alternative for getting an item.
Yeah. But
Oh my god,
anyway.
that's shiny.
Fair. Anyways, so the sound keys will otherwise be somewhat infrequent throughout the adventure. Like I said, that's the most common one you'll end up encountering. On top of this, as a sort of experimental type of narration, I will be using a few different type of voices in a attempt to imply a tone. For the majority of the adventure, you will be hearing the voice of logic as such. However, depending upon the situation, we may encounter the voice of guts, a type of desperation and urge that bubbles its way up to the surface. And finally, we have the voice of memory, the remorseful lingering of something that had once been. On top of that, we will also be using the XP system of leveling here, which will be handed out at the end of every session. However, we will also be working with a milestone system that the book incorporated, so there will be certain points within the adventure here that you guys may reach that you haven't gotten in a level yet, and I will just give you the XP necessary to level you up. But once again, that will pretty much be on break. I think if we have nothing else to say, without further ado, as I switch us up to the correct playlist.
I mean, the Silent Hill theme is a jam, though.
Yeah, but let's see what it puts us on for this one. I say without further ado, let's begin. So, as I open this up. So, as you find yourselves taking the road out of town on this fine morning, each one of you has tucked away a mysterious letter on your person. Having received it sometime within the past few weeks, you decide to open it. For some of you, this letter had come across as a little surprise. Perhaps something from an acquaintance or someone you had once heard of. A plea for help or an invitation to a private ceremony. For the others, however, a hint of suspicion might have arisen within you. An anonymous sender claiming to possess vital information, the keys to something you have long puzzled over, or even a warning, if not a vaguely worded threat. Within your letter, a set of instructions to head towards a solitary road leading through a nearby forest were given. At the end of it, you were told either of a house or some sort of settlement. Despite whatever hesitations you might have had, the matter stands that, as of now, you are walking on this road. And as you pass by the roadside inns on the way through, you notice that the clouds seem to grow darker. Slightly darker. By the time you reach the inside of the forest, a thick mist has settled in as a light drizzle begins. And as you approach a wooded crossroads, the leaden rain makes the cloaked forms standing there seem all the more unreal. What is your actions?
Are we all?
You are all standing within a forest on a...
Can we see each other though?
No. The only thing you see in this pathway is the crossroads before you. A sole light cutting through them, and a cloaked figure standing in the rain. The heavily downpouring rain.
Are you the one that sent this letter?
You call out in the distance, however, you get the sense that the overburdening rain around you almost seems to drown out your voice.
Oi!
Does anyone else have any reactions?
Aaron's just going to walk up to this figure.
Is it legit just a figure standing in a crossroads, just like hood up, just standing there while it's like downpouring?
The figure seems to be slightly hunched, as it is staring directly at each and every one of you.
To that omen. Won't grab it, but I'll have my hand on my my weapon.
You said the Karen like approaches, right?
The Karen.
Do we see
Look.
Aaron does approach, however, you do not see anyone else but yourself and this figure.
Oh,
This is
okay.
all happening independently of each other.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Boris is like, oh, this doesn't seem right.
I think Ulrich will spend a few minutes just like watching them and around them. Since it is like a somewhat, it's like this could be nothing, but it could be something.
This figure does appear to impede your path forward.
Then walk up and like try and grab their shoulder.
Brian? Cloud?
Brian is watching this figure and composing a poem in his head.
I will get closer. It's just like I'm taking it. It's like looking around.
This cloud almost
Okay.
slash this figured man.
What's Cloud's reaction?
Oh, he's just gonna hobble up, using his quarterstaff as a cane because he's such a tall fellow, and just give him a
Alright.
tap on the shoulder. Are you one of the
Yes.
people that I'm supposed to be looking for?
As some of you watch on, and others approach, both Brennan and Cloud end up striding up and nearly placing a hand onto this figure's shoulder, as the figure's head snaps up, glaring with piercing yellow eyes, stopping any of you approaching dead in your tracks.
Oh,
What you took
goodness.
for a cloak spreads around it, revealing itself to be a pair of mighty black wings. With one powerful motion, in the blast of chill air, the wings sweep, the vague figure is gone. And as each of you are standing, either slightly outside of or within this crossroads, and the mists around you sort of swirl, you notice the presence of 5 other people amongst yourself, as you all see the rest of each other.
As
Oh.
a person of the mist, is that somewhat not what that happened? That is uncommon, but the people just appeared.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
History?
Yeah.
Oi.
You're not entirely sure, but you've heard rumors and such of people disappearing within the mists at points, and others appearing from within them. You know it's a bad omen, regardless of
I'd
whatever.
say he knows it's a bad omen because a creature just had wings and flew off, which I feel like would probably frighten him a little.
Mhm.
Well, that was different. Oh, hi.
Oi, fuck.
Hmm.
Tell me about my
Oh
sister.
my!
Uh,
There's suddenly a lot of people here.
You can't just send me a letter and then disappear when I get here. You told me my sister wasn't.
Okay, just
Brennan, as you
Okay.
are yelling into the distance, you do notice the presence of other people.
you'll notice Boris is breathing real heavy, and just like hand on his side, just
How does Karen
gone.
like hide her self at all?
nah.
Normally, like hood and such. All right. She crosses her arms, looks down, looks back up at the others, before finally laying her eyes on Karen. Those twin tails.
Hi, Brennan.
Riri!
Oh, no.
You were getting hugged and lifted.
I love the
Two
idea of needing a
poetry
history check to
characters.
remember your sister,
What are
10
you
years.
doing here?
and just failing and being like, "Who's this stranger?"
Riri, you're okay. Good. I thought I would have to, like, break open someone's head.
Why would I not be okay?
I got a letter saying you were in trouble.
I'm not.
Oh yeah, that is traveler for you.
Who are your friends?
They're not my friends. I thought they were your friends.
Really?
Yes. Look, that one even has
Yeah.
glasses.
You have a lot more faith in me than you.
Are we
Anyway,
in the exact same place?
Man, you got big.
You are
10 years.
all within the same crossroads.
Okay.
Man, you got
So,
big in
like,
8
oh.
years.
For me, I could have, in my head, I could walk back to where my place is, because it's not like the landscape changed, right?
Oris, your gut rumbles a bit as you hear a distinct voice. What you can tell is an intuition speak to you. As you realize that the path you traveled down, as you catch your surroundings and look back, it's not quite the same as the one you came up. The local flora and fauna, the trees, the grass, the landmarks that you may have known are no more.
So it has happened to me. It's not just rumors.
And
Okay.
as you sit here thinking this, the drizzle of the rainstorm grows.
Okay, we need to find a place.
Oh dear.
This rain is continue. We need to find a place. But I need to roll anything to try to find shelter, either maybe a cave or like a clearing of trees that will help dampen the rain.
Can you get closer
Boris.
to your mic or turn yourself up?
Sorry, I was trying.
What are
not
you
to
muttering
be too
about
loud.
over there, Sonny?
Okay. What would I need to roll to try to find? Either, say, just a place, trees, cave, anything like that that could help mitigate the rain.
I'm going to use your passive perception for this one.
That's fine.
As you're unfamiliar with the landscape and are trying to take in your surrounding to see if there's any caves or trees, underbrush, or anything that you can use to shelter yourself from the rain, you do see that while the direction you came back from, in fact, mysteriously 6 more pathways, more than you remember, have all been surrounded by fog. There is still the pathway that was leading forward for you all. And as you look in the distance, you see the ever so faint glow of light, and what you think is a silhouette of a building.
No.
All right, I set Karen down. She's
Yeah.
Grumpalump.
Okay. We should get out of this rain, then introduce each other, because we don't want to get soaked.
I'm already soaked.
And to note, who's saying this is an older gentleman on the bigger side, covered in layers of furs. You can clearly tell he's a hunter of sorts. Big beard. Kind of has a pelt over top of his head right now as a hood, and
Look at this
a
man.
large hammer on his back.
I mean, I'm all for getting out of the rain, but anyone got like torches, fire, stuff like that?
It wouldn't work well with this rain.
I'm gonna cast
mean,
Produce
if we're-
Flame.
I mean, I can do that too, but
Rain
Something like
sizzles
that.
against the fire in your hand.
So either you're
Here's
stony or
as
you're
a
travelers.
what color is it again? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, you see her produce a blue light, sort of ghostly, in her hand.
Brennan
Feel
does the
free,
same, but it is scarlet red.
if you wish to apply the light effect to yourself as well.
Sure.
Come on.
But I mean, like, we need some place to throw this, so we actually get a fire if we want to dry off.
Ahead, there's what looks like a building ahead.
And if you're the same Grumplump you've always been, I doubt you're gonna disrobe around all these people.
She picks up the large briefcase that she set down. Okay, let's go.
You're all heading in the direction of this building? Okay.
Mhm.
So,
Excellent instincts. You.
Good.
We'll get names later. It's fine.
We can say names on the way. I just wanted to make sure we started moving.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll actually start. I go by Boris.
Pleasure to meet you, Boris. My name's Brennan. The grumpy little fox right here is Karen.
To note, does she show her fox? Either of them, or are they both
Yes.
hiding right now?
We do not have such abilities to hide.
Got it. I couldn't remember. That's why I was like, okay.
As she says Grumpalump, she will ruffle the hair between the fox ears.
Oh, the bee young.
She puts on a putty face.
Gotta open up more, Riri.
would anyone else like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, he'll speak up. I think the other, like, larger, at least human-looking figure in their group, he'll like nod to the others and introduce himself. My name is Ulrich. And he's as opposed to a hammer, he's got like a large axe across his back.
Another
Dark
Riri.
hair, like also bearded, but he's a lot more like Boris is very, I feel like, clearly of the wilderness, but Ulrich is more clearly of like the city.
Yours is well kept, where mine's a little.
Yeah.
Like yours is all one color, where mine streaks of gray, and is a little.
Yeah.
We're all about opposites in this party. We have like we
Opposites.
have the Wanderer man, the City man, the Wanderer fox, the City fox, the cat, and the author.
The wise
Hell
cat.
yeah.
That's my favorite kid story. Cat and the author.
And the author.
Hell yeah, we got another Riri.
Well, you get the
all-
sense that someone's talking about you.
Hmm. You
He
all
doesn't
can
know how to
just-
take this, and he
Oh,
just
nope.
accepts it.
All right. If no one else has any other greetings, I shall continue.
Oh no, I was going to do mine, God.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You all can just call me Cloud. Your tabaxi names are very long and complicated, so I won't bore you with it.
Hi,
The
Cloud.
man says, very, very clearly an older gentleman, even for a cat. Like mostly of the orange cat variety. Very tall, at like 7'4".
Ooh.
He's a tall man.
He's a
Very, very simple clothes. He's got just like a basic sort of button-up shirt that like only the first 4 top buttons are done, and then it's just loosely open. And then like
everyone's
big
tall
cat.
baggy pants.
What's everyone's height, by the way? Just because we're tall, but it's like comparatively.
5'5".
5'8".
6'3".
Okay, I'm like 6'2", so me and Ulrich are about the same height.
I'm actually tall. I'm 6'2".
Okay, so
My
a lot of us
goodness.
are actually.
People over there 5'8".
We
1 inch above average. Congratulations, sir.
are on the taller end of the scale. Look at that.
We are. We
Yeah.
look like an average
No.
height.
And what's
Actually,
Cloud?
I feel like that tends to happen with us. We have
Yeah,
we
we
just have
like our-
taller folks.
Yeah, we like our.
And then there's Karen. She's short.
I'm always
And
trying to have an
there's
inch to
Karen.
myself.
I didn't hear what
Comparatively.
Cloud was.
What was? Sorry, Chris?
What height Cloud was?
Oh, 7'4".
Okay, so yeah, definitely.
Although he's like slightly hunched.
So it's like at full height you're 7'4", but 7 foot.
Full height 7'4", but he's probably like 7'1" with the hunch.
Got it.
Man,
Basically
you're a big cat.
he's using what would be like a full size quarterstaff for some
That's
people
why I was
just
like, how
as
is he
a
got it?
cane.
Yeah.
How old are you, man?
I am as old as I am tall. I am
Holy
a
shit,
70.
you're
That's a
old.
good one. That's a good one.
No, literally, I'm 7'4" and I'm 74 years old as of 12 days ago.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Ah, thank you.
That'll be fun to use.
Riri, tell the man happy birthday.
Happy
Ulrich
birthday.
says happy birthday again. You can also call him Ori. Riri.
No, my Riri.
I see.
Our Reefy.
Our
Riri.
She puts
Okay.
I
more
haven't-
energy into saying Riri than she does my actual name.
Yeah, Karen's a boring name.
That
Karen
Is
is a lovely name.
hurtful.
You do not need this.
Our dad gave me that name.
Yeah, and our dad's a bit of a butt.
Hmm.
There's a reason I laugh.
Hmm.
Must be nice to have parents.
Oh no, I only have my
Okay.
dad. My mom's dead.
Must be nice to have a
Oh
parent.
my.
Oh, we're...
I actually didn't really get to know her very well. She died in childbirth.
Very well.
Oh, wait, are you like twins then? Or do you mean.
No.
No.
When-
We have different moms, same dad.
Oh,
Oh.
She's like
that
2 years
makes
younger.
sense.
Was that like a concurrent thing, or like?
I am younger than her.
Though a lot of people think she's older.
It's
Couldn't
all in
tell
the
you
meters.
why.
Yeah,
Okay. No.
sometimes that's just how siblings are.
Oh yes.
Can we like adopt you as our grandpa, Mr. Cloud?
Oh, I would be thrilled. That's kind of why I'm here. I received a vision that some people would need help. And so I showed up and have just kind of been waiting.
All right. Brennan goes
generous
and gives
of you.
Cloud a hug.
Oh, goodness.
I
Welcome
got
to
2
the family,
letters.
Grandpa.
Well,
Big
let's
ol' paw
let's-
pat.
Let's fully get out of the rain before we start doing this, because all we're doing is just getting each other more.
I assume we're walking and talking.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, let's speed it up. Is what he's meaning. He's not
I
being
got
rude.
2 letters. One was a death threat.
Oh,
But both were
interesting.
directed to me, but they had 2 different names, but both of them were me. It was kind of funny actually, because like one was a death threat, and the other one was like a party like it was like, come check this out, you'd find it cool. The fact that they gave the same rough time and place was kind of.
Do you still have that letter?
You,
I threw it away.
never stated your name.
I got lost. Actually, like I figured out this is where the location was. Like, but I kind of forgot about it. I threw it away a week ago. Oh, I'm Brian, by the way.
Pleasure to meet you, Brian. Gives you.
Nice to meet you.
But it's even better to meet me.
It's certainly a pleasure for you, I'm sure.
She holds out her hand.
Did anyone else receive?
I will hand her my autograph.
Oh no.
Damn.
Ryan,
will-
you hand her your autograph. Unfortunately, the rain makes the paper very wet and smeared.
She grabs the wet paper and then your hand and shakes it vigorously.
The paper tears.
It's a pleasure. Good to get to know your name, Brian.
Did
See?
anyone else receive a letter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not taking it out due to aforementioned wetness.
No, that's fine. I also received one.
I did too. It said Karen was in trouble, but she's not in trouble.
Yeah, like I said, mine was more in the spiritual vision. But, if you guys got letters, that's fine, I'm sure.
That's not.
You got paper in your brain?
No, I mean, not like literal paper. It was like a bunch of my. It was like my grandfather and his grandfather were all like chanting. Sort
Wait.
of.
Mm.
How old can you caps get?
Yeah, about the same age as humans, or like 100 years on the upper end.
But then how? Shouldn't your grandpa and your grandpa's grandpa be dead?
Oh no, they absolutely are.
Can you talk to ghosts?
Sort of. It's not my normal thing, but I mean, sometimes you receive the odd vision
All right.
from your
all right.
ancestor.
Once we get inside, I'm putting you down in my letter ledger as cool grandpa.
I will take it.
As like Boris is thinking, he's running his hand through his beard, and just like when you bring up talking to ghosts, he tenses a little, just like. Ugh.
I mean, they probably are
Yes,
cool
you've
ghosts.
ever had grandparents.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to kill the ghosts.
Damn, Brian. Ulrich will lean over a bit towards Boris and sort of like gentle inquiry. Are you feeling all right? I noticed you looked uncomfortable earlier when the figure vanished. which I'm assuming
Mm.
you may have also seen, since we all seem to be having a similar experience. But you also looked uncomfortable then. Are you all right?
Growing up, you always have a. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Growing up here, stuff like that is seen as common, but at the same time, unlucky. You don't want to, I don't want to see a person grow wings and fly away. And talking to ghosts almost always leads to someone disappearing.
I mean,
I
it's
see.
fine.
Yeah, it's not fair that they can fly.
I mean, ghosts are pretty commonplace on the Sword Coast.
What
Little
part of
one,
Sword
we
Coast
are
are you coming from?
we are not in the Sword Coast.
I've been up and down the
Wherever
Sword
that
Coast,
is, that
You're
is
not?
not here.
like 90% of the claims of a ghost is here are just bullshit. Like, I should know. I spent a lot of time trying to find ghosts.
Or less ghosts, more zombies.
Those aren't even close to the same thing.
That you
They're
can find
Drastically
here.
different.
They're both undead.
Mhm.
That
Right.
is true.
It's not wrong. It's just
One can go through
possibly the
walls.
most shallow connection I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Silver. So from the landscape, it's not the landscape I know, but is it still Barovia landscape? Like the way everything's clouded, the way trees are, grass, that type of thing.
The way the foliage on the surrounding landscape looks, it doesn't remind you entirely of Barovia's landscape, but it's a very similar type of presence, a feeling that reminds you of Barovia, but different.
Like the idea is like there's I can see areas where it's like snowy, the trees are a similar kind of trees, that type of thing. But it's just not anything I recognize.
There are different varieties of trees that you don't entirely recognize from being from Barovia. However, there are features that are very similar to Barovia.
The Barovia vibe check.
Have you guys been walking for 10 minutes? I'd say yes.
Okay. In that case, a sack is now being held aloft over Brian's head, so that he can write underneath it without the rain falling on the paper,
Um,
as he has ritual cast Unseen Servant.
To do this so he doesn't have to. Just unseen
Uh,
servant on your shoulders holding up the
Karen at
The
this
miss,
point is probably just holding her briefcase over her head.
the mists swirl around as your unseen servant appears to assist you.
2 point figures.
Does the
passed
unseen
on the
servant
road.
actually it's invisible, but is it actually a creature?
Can you see the rain hit it?
Yes. I
You
Yeah,
can
it's
see the
splash
rain
up.
hit it.
Spooky.
There's
That
a
is
quite
Kinda.
basin-shaped void in the rain.
Well, I mean, it
appears to
literally
be-
is shapeless. But
Oh,
like you
right,
see
shapeless.
the rain striking something,
Yeah.
but
Um,
its form is invalid.
If you wanted
It's
to,
an error code.
if you wanted to see a ghost, there's one.
No, that's just magic.
No, that's not good.
Uh,
Wow.
I swing my
That's yours?
axe at the unseen
No.
servant.
Oh, don't do that.
Swing
Can I
the
catch
axe
it?
at the.
just
Die, ghost!
just
Hmm,
grabs it by the
Ulrich.
handle before it hits, hopefully.
Do you wish for Ulrich to stop you? I suppose is the question.
If he wants to try, he can.
If he wants to try,
still
go ahead and
hot-headed,
give
I
me
see.
a strength athletics check. Ulrich.
Y'all.
Meets it, beats it. Ulrich manages to catch you.
Such
Brennan's about to do something quite reckless and swing an axe around.
No,
Or
I'm
did you
swinging
notice this?
Specifically above
Swing.
Brian's head.
Yeah,
Swinging an axe around.
which is why Brian's casting Blade War.
Or did you manage to step in and catch Breden's hand before she can do something unsavory?
What? I wasn't gonna swing at him. I was swinging above him, where the ghost is.
It is not a ghost.
What do you mean? It's see through. It's stopping the rain. That's a ghost.
Do you not practice magic?
I just told you it was magic.
It did startle me when it appeared too. I'm glad you did say it's magic, because otherwise I would have.
Like, there's
had
a
a different
reason
reaction.
I left. Like, between my dad being a butt, the other reason I left was because she got all the magic.
Oh, so you're jealous of magic.
Like, the most I can do is make a flame, and like, I spent 3 years learning how to carve a single letter into things to make magic happen, and even then, it's not that great.
My apologies. I misunderstood. You can rest assured that it's nothing to be concerned about.
I mean, I've had magic all my life, and the best I can do is make a bunch of things that no one can notice. Yeah, nothing. I don't understand how other people can like do fire and stuff. Honestly, that's not fair. Why can you do fire? Fire is actually useful. This thing doesn't even understand half the things I ask it to do. Like, it tries, but it's overly literal. You ask it to warm up your socks, and it throws them in the fireplace.
Brian, as you say warm up your
That's-
socks, you get the sense that something is trying to tug at your pants.
No, just hold the sack.
I feel like that's gonna be even worse.
No, it understands
cup
that if I
check.
tell it to hold something and it's done,
And then
it's
randomly
not even in
your
its hand,
cough.
it does understand that's what I'm referring to generally.
Okay.
Brian, you randomly hear turn your head and cough.
Jesus.
Now turn and cough.
I would like to approach the house now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm.
We open
I'm
that
really
door.
ready. Boris
What's
is
inside?
a little weirded out. Just him being told it's magic helps to mellow it out a little bit.
Mhm. As you all have your little paddywhack and manage to run through the hills, you do gradually see the haze and brush give way, revealing a balding hilltop. There stands a grim black tower, the last defiant turret of a long crumbled fortress. Attached to this tower is a 3-story manor house, weather beaten and veined with ivy. A porch girds the house, its sagging roof sheltering a stout front door that stands open and emits a flickering light. And as I describe it, I'm going to share with you this.
Hey, Garen, can you still do the thingy once we get inside?
The thingy.
Like when we would go out and play in the snow. Where
You
could dry
guys-
us
Where
off.
when you went to play out in the snow.
When I dragged you into the snow, yes.
Yeah.
You guys approach as you do see a light from what appears to be from the front door. Individual holding a umbrella with a candle under it, as if they don't seem to be immediately watching you. It appears that they're busy with heavy suitcases under the awning where it's dry.
Oh, hey, look, Garen, he can help you with your suitcase.
Are any of you disguising your approach?
No.
No.
Quite the
Hey there,
opposite.
can we come in?
Yeah, like that. See, you got
You
it.
see
I
the
will say,
man.
I'm more focused on the building itself than the man.
You see the man stop for a moment, stoop over, as he looks over his shoulder with a kind of squint. He puts the suitcase down. Well, that's strange. Didn't expect any visitors out here. You need a place in? Sure.
Yeah. we
What
kind of got
is
stuck
this?
in the rain.
Is this your place?
My place? No, no, no. This is a bit of a real estate disaster, let's put it. It's been abandoned for centuries. I'm actually here on a official business.
No, a dude with wings and yellow eyes kind of did a thing, and then boom, we missed, and then we're here.
Thing with yellow eyes.
Yep.
What sort of thing? I'm sorry, what sort of thing?
He was a dude. He was on a cloak, but it wasn't a cloak. It was wings.
See him look for a moment as if puzzled. I don't quite know what that is, but it sounds concerning. You said
Very.
miss. Surrounded. Miss or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the fog has definitely been acting up quite heavily recently. Here, what? Come over here. If
Come on.
one of you want to hold the door open, I can go ahead and let
What
you all
is-
in.
So you don't
Karen.
own this place, but you're
Absolutely. We
Hold on.
using it?
I'm an investigator.
Hmm.
You could say currently on a paranormal type of investigation.
That's some bullshit.
no.
Bull.
Ghosts.
I too have spent much of my time attempting to investigate the paranormal, only to find that most of the time it's rather normal.
Karen, hit
Well-
me with the prejugation.
Well, in this
I mean,
situation, the paranormal seems to be the paranormal.
Yeah, the presto changeo. Yeah, that.
The- Press the
That would
dictation.
be
Yeah.
What do
if
you
we're-
need?
We're by where I think so.
I just want to get dried off.
He'll go ahead and open one of the doors. You see, picks up the suitcase, hands off the takes a look at his hand, sees the candle, hands it off to Brian. Yeah. As he takes the umbrella and walks in with the suitcase.
Ulrich
It is
will
quite
hold
dark in
open
here.
the door for everybody.
Unfortunately, there isn't much in the way of electricity or torchlight or anything.
What do you mean, electricity?
I mean, electricity. I know it's been a couple of decades since that's been introduced, but I imagine people would have known.
Like-
Whatever.
Do you have like a wizard cast lightning bolts? That thing?
No, that's too archaic. Think of it as a sort of mini wizard in a fridge.
Mini
That's
wizard in a
inhumane.
fridge.
So if they like pass out,
Halfling in an
we-
icebox?
we could probably have Karen.
No. That's a nasty situation. I've seen my share of that.
We can throw Karen in the ice
Of
box.
halflings and
Why-
iceboxes?
Why
I'm
would you
not
have seen
that
what?
short?
He scratches his head as he goes, "Oh, yeah, no, it's not pretty."
Karen, are you gonna? Does anyone else need Karen to presto changeo them?
I didn't say I agreed to
Eh.
that. Whatever.
I mean,
I will say, I
one-
don't think
these-
it'll be any drier outside compared to in here. If you all want to carry on the conversation inside.
Yeah, we've got to.
I would like to
mean-
walk in.
These nice people who have been traveling with us are gonna get a cold if they don't dry off.
I must ask, what brings you all around here? You said you stumbled into a man with yellow eyes and wings?
Yes.
It was like a cloak, and then it wasn't a cloak. It was actually wings. A little
Yeah.
weird, but I guess it makes sense for given the weather.
Like she takes her cloak and like holds it in front of her face, and then out with her arms like wings, kind of like that.
He seems to think for a moment, but hesitates and shucks it off. Well, gestures to Cloud. I imagine you want to step in.
Oh yes, hold on.
Grandpa his way into the house.
He'll go ahead and close the door behind him. Well, I imagine
More hunch.
if you're not here for any particular reason, traveling the road ended up caught in a rainstorm and ran to the nearest building, I'd imagine. You wouldn't be opposed to helping us here, would you?
What was
Um,
this place?
This location was previously known as, many years ago, the Halvers Estate, a mansion or manor. Its previous residents unfortunately had a series of accidents, and since then the place has been abandoned, left to be weathered by all sorts of things over the years. And honestly, not the worst condition I've ever seen a house in for at least a decade or more of being dilapidated and such. It has quite a reputation in Borca for attracting the unwanted and unrestful spirits.
Borka. Does that sound familiar at all?
Yeah, that's what I
For both Karen and Brennan, the term Borca... I'm going to say for Brennan, it does not. For Karen, can you go ahead and give me a history check?
Sure, sure.
I doubt Boris has anything there.
If Boris
I'm-
wishes,
I am decent at that.
Boris can
Schwa.
also give a history check.
16.
I feel like
Karen... Oof. Boris doesn't know. What were you going to say, Sid?
Ouchies.
I think the odds are high that Ulrich knows.
I'm going to say Ulrich knows what Borca is.
Yeah.
For Karen, however, you think for a moment back on your studies and reading of different places, and oddly enough, while none of your history books has a mention of Borca that you recall, there's a bit of literature that you remember going through at one point or another that had the term Borca in it in a few areas. A sort of book you came upon that seemed to be exported from another land. For what you thought Borca might have been a fictional city or perhaps a foreign country. You've never actually heard much mention beyond this of a town or region named Borca.
Hmm.
For Ulrich, Borca, you know, is one of the many domains within the area of Ravenloft. A area very prone to assassination and politics. But only if you're messing with the upper class residents, which, while there are quite a lot abundant within the capital cities, most of the population seems to be farmers.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, Borca is somewhat adjacent to the region of Barovia.
Okay. So we're not far from your home, Boris.
Barovia is a country.
What?
Yeah.
We're like,
I mean, it's not like not
Oh,
far.
got it. I thought you were
Yeah,
only,
no,
like your hometown.
yeah.
I was like,
I mean, like,
Barovia?
that's fair. In Ulrich's perspective, I could see Boris being like, that's a weird way to phrase that, but in the way Ulrich thinks of places, that's
Yeah,
that's more how he thinks of it.
that's
where
fair.
in the hell's on Toril is Borca?
Toriel? I've never heard of a Toriel before.
Hmm.
That's where we're from. That's what planet we're on.
I can't say I recognize this planet, no.
I don't think we're
Doriel?
in Faerun anymore.
I
Thank
don't imagine you are.
Mhm.
As if we're near Barovia, that means
Uh,
we're
that-
travelers.
did the
The wonderful mist and whoever is guiding it had decided they were going to have
changelings-
fun with us.
Did those changelings Dad was always warning us about finally get us?
No.
Oh, good. We're not in the fake. We're not in the fake court. Good.
No, I don't think you're in the fake ones. In any case, I feel like my partner will be able to clear up a few more things with you all. I have to get the equipment set up and brought to him.
Yeah. No, you want help for that?
Yeah, if you can. Yeah.
She will potato sack one of the bigger boxes and then grab another with her other hand.
Alrighty. You guys go ahead and carry the luggage as he leads you all into this room. As he opens the door, doo. I will get you all
Oh, boy.
situated.
I mean, if we're not in Faerun anymore, helping you out is probably the only thing I can do.
I'm sure Alanek can offer something of help to you all. As you guys enter the room, dozens of faded portraits cover this parlor's walls, the subject's eyes fixed on a circular table that bears an ornate spearboard. A wide mirror hangs over a tall fireplace set in the northern wall, and as you enter, you notice what at first you think is a small child, but then you realize it's an elf in a wheelchair, sitting across at one of the tables. Well. And here I was wondering if you were talking to ghosts, Arthur. But you ended up finding travelers when you're getting the equipment in, didn't you? I ran to them on the way in.
I mean,
And
we
who
ran-
might you all be?
We ran into the door trying to get out of the rain.
Oh, I've been hearing that blasted lightning outside for a while now.
I'm Karen.
I'm Brennan.
Ulrich.
Brian
You can
Riley.
just call me Cloud.
Oh.
Ah.
Do I immediately remember that name?
Brian Riley. I feel that you do in fact recognize that name.
Oh, you're the author. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean the author?
You know of my work.
I am aware of your. This is against Volo.
Well, in fairness, okay, so you're not actually familiar with my work.
I've read a few
or
things.
actually, no, that makes more sense. You're familiar with the work that people would be familiar with.
No. You're a poet, right?
I've read a few of your works. Not recently.
Is
Sorry,
he like
Megan, no.
Get a no?
I'm trying to find something beyond no. You guys have just made Brian lose even more faith in himself.
so you're like one of those bards, but you write things down, right?
Yes, I do think of myself as being someone in the tradition of the oral delivery of storytelling.
So like
And
you can perform like plays and stuff.
I did practice some performing of such things when I was learning to write, but primarily I prefer to write and then leave it to the more talented hands to perform my writings.
My
Although,
teacher.
Poetry or more?
Oh well, personally, I'm looking to get into the novel game. Similar to a friend that I am associated with. You wouldn't happen to have heard of the Midnight Blue Quill, would you have?
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
What are your
No.
thoughts on their
What?
work?
I'm like the only person that
they're one
might
of they're one of my absolute favorite novelists. You see.
There,
Is
I
it
don't read a
anything?
lot of books.
Are the novels you write anything like the Ordain that my teacher would tell me about?
The what?
The Ordaining?
Ordning?
Yeah, that's the word.
That's not a novel.
I mean, it took like a couple months.
It's like it is. I mean, it is a spoken saga sometimes, but like it's
Yeah.
not really like intended to be prose.
Like he my teacher Kagar, he would recite it while I was working on my runes, telling me, "Oh, you need to learn the history of what of the art you're learning."
But
I mean, they do write mysteries.
What was your question?
they're okay. I read through a lot of their stuff pretty quickly.
Because it was so good.
I needed something to do.
I mean, it has to be at least adequate work if Karen read it.
Yes, I'd like to also write novels in that vein myself. My poems became quite popular. Unfortunately, they're definitely not my best work.
If it wasn't entertaining to Karen, she'd throw it out the door and feed it to the goats.
I have more respect for books than that. Also, there's not that many goats. in
Olo sure as
Neverwinter.
hell doesn't.
What do you
Yeah.
back at home? I'm talking about back at home. You went to Neverwinter?
I've been in Neverwinter a while.
I would have thought you would have stayed home to learn more from Daddy-O.
I don't really want to talk about this right now.
Who the hell calls their father Daddy-O? Like, even
her.
I'm an orphan, and even I think that one's a weird.
She does.
I do.
Boris.
I grew up in a room with 18 other kids, and only one toy knife to play. One knife as a toy to play with.
Sounds fun.
While this conversation is happening, guys, who is like paying attention to the room during the intermediate?
Originally, it was on him, and then when he talked about an author I didn't recognize, I started to pay attention to the room.
Ulrich once the sisters start talking, Ulrich's attention drifts.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do see the individual in the wheelchair patiently sitting there for a moment, but also as Ulrich and Boris and anyone else examining the room during the conversation, you do notice the room is surrounded with sort of talismans and wards around the entryways and other what you would consider vulnerable points within the room. As the paintings do seem to be quite imposing and staring what seems past you to the table.
Karen is sitting on her briefcase currently.
Ulrich shudders a little bit.
Well,
There's a
I
lot of
hate to
protection in here.
Yes, there is quite a bit of protection, as I discovered. I hate to interrupt your conversation, all. It seems that you have a lot of catching up to do, but Hunzel Alanik will go ahead and point out his hand towards Brian. Alanik Ray. And this is my esteemed partner and doctor, Arthur Sedgeworth.
Oh, you're a doc.
I am a practicing physician, yes.
So can you do like
maybe.
the doctors back home can like sling light from their hands occasionally? Can you do anything like that?
I'm not a spellcaster, I'm a practical medical physician. I'm
You're very
simply a
smart,
humble
like-
doctor.
So you're smart like Karen. Got it.
I'm
But I got
smart enough that they gave me. He's smart enough that they gave him a practicing license. So I think that's enough credit to him, really.
Honestly, priests are overrated. I've seen priests heal people up with like things still inside the wound. They just patch holes. Like they don't understand like anything about how to actually ensure long-term healing.
I've met a few priests in my time. Some of them are actually practice surgeons in a degree, enough to know what to treat and get rid of beyond just with magic.
I watched one that left the arrow in and healed the wound around it, and the arrow was just stuck in there.
Oh, that's good.
That seems
Yeah.
like a very silly mistake to have made.
I knew a mage like that.
Oh, it's unfortunate that we all met some sort of individual who is prone to have an oversight or two in our lives, I suppose.
Pleasure to meet you, Alanic. My name's Brandon.
He sticks out a hand to you. And it's a pleasure to meet you.
She takes both and his hand with both of hers and just vigorously shakes it.
Wow, you are the friendliest face I have seen in quite a while, and I've been to a lot of places recently. After all, we're in a haunted house. I don't think you can get very friendly in here.
Is this haunted?
Please stop reminding me.
All the more reason to be friendly.
Also true. Yeah, do you have an issue with there being a haunted house here? I'm sorry. What has Arthur told you exactly?
It's haunted. Where I'm from, stuff like this means someone's gonna disappear, most likely.
I mean, I would hope not. I've been in here for a bit while Arthur's been getting the equipment out, and I've been getting, as they want me to say, a feel of the vibes around the room.
That's fair.
This place seems to be this place seems to be warded, as you can tell from the charms and whatnot. It seems
That
that
wasn't from you.
oh, this has been here.
Oh,
I imagine that one of the former owners, either Lauren or Theodora, ended up, if not one of their butlers or servants, ended up warding the place. From what I understand, though, Theodora was more of the occult type.
Hey, Brian, maybe you'll see a ghost.
Oh no!
Oh,
I've
don't
seen
tease
a
him like
ghost.
that.
I've
He will
seen-
see
I've
a
seen
ghost.
ghosts.
Probably.
I have seen ghosts. I just find that like a lot of people attribute to ghosts what can better be attributed to honestly just old architecture.
Oh, once you see a ghost, you'll know.
Yes.
Sometimes I wish I'd rather not, but it's my line of work, so.
So
Hey, buck up. So, anyways, what can I help you all with exactly? What has Arthur told you about?
he said you needed help and stuff.
It would
Said
be
y'all.
appreciated if I could get some help. Unfortunately, because of my bound condition, pats the wheelchair, I can't quite move around as much as I would like to in the past. Arthur's been great help with bringing the luggage in.
I can run very fast, so if need be, I will just carry you and run.
I should be fine, but I appreciate it nonetheless. If it comes down to it, I'm sure you can definitely do that. Though I think Arthur is pretty capable himself. In any case, yeah, so this place is haunted. As far as what we're led to believe, and the local superstition, as well as rumors and all sorts of stories of disappearances, have led us to the conclusion of. Yeah, that, yeah.
We
Once again-
all got
Oh, go ahead.
some type of message. Found herself at a crossroads and crossroads. And
What are crossroads but
Your tongue
Yeah.
seems to be at cross purposes with your thoughts.
yeah, and the only place that we could see that wasn't roads was. So I think we might all be a little
It seems you're all cross-transcendental.
Yeah.
What are crossroads?
Something
but
like that.
crosswords on the ground for the gods to read from the sky.
Stop trying to be
That is-
clever.
Does not mean anything, and you should not do it.
Very philosophical, and I feel like that would make sense to someone who was into that.
But no, I'm just saying it might be more of a reason that we just stance. The Mist likes to play with people. I think we're the plaything at the time.
That does make sense. I've heard about things like that with the Miss.
People don't play with me. My entire life up until this point has proven that fact.
What do you mean? I play with
Well-
you all the time.
What was your name again, Miss? Sorry?
Karen.
I only caught a few of yours. Well, Karen, it seems that people do want to play with you today. And maybe not in the best ways, but unwanted attention, whether or not you seek it, it's here.
She's my little sister. I get first dibs.
Don't worry, I'm already taken.
No.
What?
I meant. If someone wants to make her plaything, they have to go through me. She's my little
No,
sister.
okay. Gotcha. You have no worries about any of the situations as long as you guys stay within here. However, like I said, I could use a bit
Borrow
of
my
help.
knife.
I have a
Yeah, we might as well since there's not much we can do. 'Cause I have a
I
feeling we
am-
probably can't even leave this place now.
thoroughly armed. I'm not sure if the missus is messing with you. That's probably the case.
In fact, your token
We
has a
had-
gun, so I think you're okay.
I think I'm fine. Yeah, I think I'm fine.
You're good.
We only just arrived not too long ago. In
Pulls out
fact,
gun. You're gonna help me.
So like
we arrived not too long ago. In fact, we're actually planning on staying here for a few days, if not up to a week, 2 weeks, investigating. If you want to help, take a look around the house, gather information. Well, as you see in front of me, I have this thing called a spirit board. A friend gave it to me, told me it could help in situations like this. I'm reluctant, but what other shot do I have if anything else? The place is haunted. I do need a planchette, though, if any of you have it. I can't seem to find one.
a what?
A planchette? Planchette.
Just from what I know about the Mist
Can you
stuff, I'm
spell
gonna
that?
check my pockets to see if I have one just suddenly.
Boris, you feel into your pockets and you feel a soft kind of crinkling. Not like paper, but of something like straw and a very hard object.
Mm.
As you pull out a black feather, quite large black feather, and a planchette.
The thing that flew away,
Oh my.
it had yellow eyes and wings. Wings like
It is a very similar type of feather to those wings.
yeah. Okay. We are playthings. Oh, I don't like that.
If
If any
they're-
else
if
checks
they're
their pockets, you will also find a feather within them.
I do know
As
as
Oh my
Peruvian, I do
goodness.
know where it's right and what they some
I will
just
end up
Ravens in
dropping. Real quick, I will end up dropping a parcel. Oh, this one doesn't have the way I usually do it. I will drop a parcel.
Joke's on you, I don't
I
have
love
pockets,
parcels.
unfortunately.
You have a briefcase.
I have... she also has a satchel.
As I will use this button real quick.
She puts her hand in the satchel. I guess
You
finds a
do
feather.
find a feather. Feel free to claim your feather from the party sheet.
What everyone is saying is true. I can't go home, even if I wanted to.
Yoink. No, I don't.
If you're stuck here, once again, after our work is done and you help us,
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to take you guys to Borca, to one of the cities there.
You don't know how to get back to the Sword Coast. You.
I know methods which could be used. There are the Vistani, I heard, are naturally adept at wandering through the the mist. What do you say, sorry?
That snack didn't grab the
It
feather. There's
did.
one left.
There might just have been one extra.
No, there were 6.
Oh yeah, but I do see 6.
We're taken.
Huh, weird.
Mysterious.
weird.
Spooky.
A mysterious seventh
Mysterious.
feather.
Right now, even this is.
And that's when we get to introduce our 7th.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, Shady Cam descends upon the arena.
Our first
Gasp.
boss fight. Okay, I mean, at least you know what the Sword Coast is, so that's a plus.
And
Are you talking to Alanik?
I also gave the planchette to Alec, or I set it on the table at least.
Oh, that's helpful. Yeah, I can go ahead and take you to there if you want, to Borka. I am willing to, of course, I'm not asking you to do this all for free, obviously, God no. I'm willing to pay you all. Each day you help us, I'll give you 20 GP. Sound fine?
Sounds fine.
Sure.
All right.
I mean, we kind of have no choice. As I said, I just pulled a planchette out that I had no choice.
Spooky ghost.
Spooky ghosts.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wish to know about the house before we continue? I have to, of course, be here to attune to the spirits.
Overall layout, like 5-room kitchen.
Unfortunately, me and Arthur only just arrived, as I said, so we only got a chance to notice a bit of the outside, and as you've seen and been through, the foyer and here into the parlor.
Okay, I didn't know if it was one of those things.
I can tell you what you could probably see from outside. It seems to be 3 stories tall.
Yeah.
You said that. Well, your friend said that the previous owners had accidents.
Yes, it is a bit strange. There isn't much on the records that we were able to find outside of town, but it seemed that Lauren Halvers, the owner of this entire place, in fact, from memory, I think he ended up building it himself. I'm not sure of the entire details around it. I heard it was a salvage project, from memory. Anyways, he ended up passing from some sort of complications from what I heard, and he left the estate up to his wife and 2 children and servants. I'm not entirely sure of the details. I wasn't up on the up and up for those of what happened to them afterwards, but it seems that not too shortly after they all had gone missing and the house was abandoned. Servants, pets, whatever they might have had, anyone living and alive, gone. This place has been a veritable hotspot for disappearances and ghosts over the years.
I'm sure things like this didn't help, and he gives kind of like a not loving look to the spirit board.
I imagine dabbling in the occult as heavily as she appears to have is probably didn't help, no.
I mean,
But hey, you fight fire with fire, you pour oil on it and see how far you can get before the house burns down, I guess. I don't know.
I just swapped to a different type of magic, to be honest.
I mean, like, yeah, there's like those necromancers that are kind of creepy, but that's about as spooky as you really get more from.
Oh, it's a pleasant surprise to know. You don't deal with vampires at all? Probably shouldn't.
No,
Haven't
can't say I have.
Oh,
Not personally.
Don't
Just
bring
going
up
to-
vampires.
Just going to real quick look up and see if there's any rumors of vampires in Neverwinter. 1 second.
Well, I can tell you for a fact that you have had a more lovely experience wherever you're from than where I've grown up.
I mean, it would be very scary if I had to deal with a vampire frost giant.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be very scary, much less a crime syndicate of them.
If we're
I'm
near
sorry.
where
That
we,
sounds interesting. Horrifying, but interesting.
Alanic, I feel that
here's
you're
the
getting a
fun
bit off
thing,
topic. No.
The one that seems to control the mist
From what? Sorry?
sorry, I'm slurring a little bit. The one that seems to control the mist is a vampire.
From where you're from?
Yeah,
Where did you say you were from?
Barovia. It's a little
Oh,
strange because normally people get brought into, but one of them gets brought out.
Miss. I guess just working mysterious ways, honestly.
Yeah.
Different domains, different rules.
Not gonna be fun.
So what tasks do you have for us to do in the house?
Yes, yes,
Honestly-
let's get busy because I'm.
Just exploring it, seeing what there is. If you want, Arthur can accompany you. Alanic, please, no. No, come on, Arthur. We can't just leave them to explore a haunted house on their own. I mean,
Yeah, but then we'd be leaving you alone.
We're not leaving no one alone. It's a group. Admit.
Yeah.
I
so-
agree with them, honestly.
No one should
Despite
be
whatever
alone,
you say
really.
about the wards, I do not feel comfortable leaving you on your own.
Is that a fireplace behind him?
There is, in fact, a fireplace behind
Is
him.
it lit?
It is not currently lit.
Have you tried lighting that fireplace?
Not yet.
Okay.
I can,
Alright,
yeah.
I got this.
Because first things
Um,
first, make sure
Brennan-
we're fully dry. Then we
Brendan
can
will
check our
produce flame
As people
As
are problem. Sorry.
as like 3 motes of scarlet foxfire float around her hand, and she'll flick her wrist, throw them into the fireplace.
The fireplace does ignite.
As everyone's looked away from Karen and anybody that looks back, she's in a different outfit.
Oh,
Whoa!
This one she is
the
in.
Vistani would like you.
She's gone from a the sort of gray blouse with independent sleeves, a dark gray shirt, corset, black tights, and short black boots to a loose and comfortable looking gray sweater with dark pants and a red scarf.
nice.
Wait. What was
Wow,
her
that
name?
was insanely quick. You see Alanic having pulled out one of the luggages, pulling out equipment such as a bunch of what appears to be books over different subjects out and putting them off to the side on the table.
She touches her previous set of clothing that is now just folded on top of her briefcase and casts prestidigitation on it.
Wow, wizard
to-
shit. Gotcha.
To make it to dry it, because apparently you can't just instantly dry things with prestidigitation.
I was gonna say,
You-
Arthur, you better not have been looking. Come on.
No. She that was like one of her first tricks. She can like teleport clothes on and off.
Oh, I see. I suppose that's convenient enough if you need to switch guises on the fly.
It's just
Tell you,
easier
that
when
definitely
you're
would
breathing.
help.
Yeah. Can you did she prestidigitate Brennan?
No.
Where's Brennan's? No.
You're on the other side of the room, aren't you?
Okay, so you're gonna presto change over the rest of us?
Not really how the spell necessarily works. Enjoy your fire.
You see her start fiddling with the straps of her armor. Alright, does anyone have like a blanket that they can hold up?
Arthur will hand you a blanket from one of the luggages. Here you go.
Thank you. She goes up and tries to like pin it to the wall.
I'll say you managed to pin it to the wall.
you spend some time to get her armor off, then change clothes and get her armor back on.
Well, as you guys are getting comfortable, I say probably, I don't know, take a look around the first floor, maybe a bit of the second, come back afterwards then. And I should be about ready by that time.
All
At the
right.
same time,
works
could
for
I have
me.
been duration casting mage armor?
Yeah, totally.
Would you say 10 minutes
John.
have passed?
10 minutes have easily passed.
Okay.
I am
Okay,
going to
okay.
actually move us up at this point, because of all the conversation stuff, I'm going to move us up a full hour.
Remember, everyone, no peeking.
How long how long did it take to doff heavy armor?
10 minutes. A doff? 10 minutes. Or no, it's 5, because it's dawning is
It's half
the
as long.
big one. Yeah, it's
Harder
half
to
as long
take
for doff.
on. Yeah.
I always forget which one means what,
Yes,
because it's not a very common term for me.
Yeah.
You can half the time.
D
someone
on or
else
D
is
off?
you, and so
Yeah.
D on, D off. D on. Uh-oh.
And so we'll
I don't
help
wanna see what
to
D-
cut down the time even further.
Okay. Yeah, no, just gonna
Also, we're
doff
just
my
gonna-
armor, let it
just
dry,
Down.
dawn it again once it's dry.
I was just okay. Well, anyway.
We're just a cat.
You,
It's fine.
Yeah.
Can you do
I
it?
mean, cat fur dries so fast.
I know.
Can you do the thing as she holds out her clothes?
It's gonna take some time to actually dry, but yeah, I can.
You can also just use the fire. It won't take much longer.
She'll cast prestidigitation to get the clothes to start heating.
As you guys are kind of doing this, you see Alanek has pulled out a quill and paper and has written down a kind of an order, has passed it along the table. All right, this is a official business contract. No, contract, maybe that's not the right word. Just for the that I will be offering you all,
I'll skim it.
just so we have it in writing.
Ulrich also
So,
reads
like,
it before signing.
I imagine I'm actually over here now because by the fire, letting stuff dry. Yeah, I'll skim through it.
You know, it says, it appears to say the general things about the contracts that usually, if you ever have come to, what you would expect from them about Alnick Ray and with Arthur Sedgwick are willing to pay each member of the party, each member of the whatever party you have formed, 20 GP for each day you help. They will not be covering any expenses due to loss of body, disarmament, any of those fancy things.
That sounds about right.
Oh my.
You see, as you're reading over it, Elenek just having a bit of a smile as he's trying to hide it.
Yeah,
Movie over here.
that makes sense. You should probably add something of being if your mind's lost some of
Your mind's lost some
takeover,
for what?
some form of possession, which also will probably be listed in here.
I suppose, yeah, that works.
When you are facing ghosts, it's haunted, ghosts in quote.
I mean, honestly, just good luck trying not to get takeover.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Brennan will sign.
Oh, and in all this legal talk, I'm actually talking Elvish.
You have been cutting out what?
I'm talking to him in Elvish for this legal talk.
Ah, I see. Okay, gotcha.
If others can understand it, that's fine. But I feel like this is him just because.
Karen's just staring at you, wondering why you're talking in Elvish.
Being
no
like,
idea
just
what
because they don't, because I don't want to bring up, yeah, we might get possessed, but that also should totally be brought up in this.
Brennan signs it, and she puts a little fox face into her signature.
All right.
Man, the more I see you and the more you act, the Vistani are going to love you.
What do you mean?
Like,
They're very much like
oh
you.
no, that's the whole map. Wait a second. All right. Just
Alright.
kind of like stick the staff into the fire. Just like gather up some ashes and then rub that on one of his paws and just slap that on the paper.
It just covers half the words.
Yeah, here,
This
here's what I'll do.
giant
I'll flip
7'4"
it around
ball.
to the back to the other side. That way, it doesn't get in the way.
There we go.
Wow, what a unique signature. I
I was
don't
about
run
to
into that
say,
one very often, but
I feel like
I think
it's
that
probably
works.
slightly smaller than like a lion's paw, which is like the size of a head.
Is, Karen's just gonna sign it normally with her
Morris is
name.
saying it normally, just same thing.
What
Yeah,
happened to the little?
that'll work as well.
What happened to the little fox ears that you used to do?
Boris actually has a very clean, well used. Can tell he can kind of do it without he can just.
Got so boring in the last 8 years.
I've always
She's
been
very
boring.
charming. You do not need to be rude to your sister.
Hmm.
All right. You all seem to have dried up within the hour that's passed.
Ah, perfect.
Well, I shouldn't keep you all waiting.
Okay. Shall we go as a group? We're set.
Group.
I would rather stay in a group personally.
That is fine. I just didn't know if we
Especially in
wanted.
a house potentially with ghosts.
At least groups of
that's-
2.
That's what I was meaning. I didn't know if we wanted to go in. Because all 6 of us entering one room might be a little. Might be.
I know I was very nonchalant about the ghost thing, but I haven't encountered any here. I would still definitely keep an eye out just in case.
Oh yes.
You
of
know,
course.
if we're leaving, it will be together or not at all.
Understood. I'm just saying.
That's
in
very
these
ominous.
smaller roomes, some people might have to stand outside the way. Or...
I mean that as like,
No,
if
I
we're
get it.
gonna leave the wards, I'd rather have strength
yes,
in numbers.
Yes. Shall we check the rooms around here first, or rooms connected to the?
May as well start.
Well,
Oh, I'm sorry. Unless you had.
no, I was just
Foundation.
saying there's the 2 rooms here, and there's a few rooms in the foyer.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Bless
Well,
you.
I was standing next to it, so we might as well.
I took a look through the sides. They seem to be hallways. And that's about all I can tell you. There's a few rooms around.
Understood.
You
I'll
open the door?
Anyone
Yeah,
need
we'll
a
take
light?
look.
You
It is dark.
take a look. It is very dark.
I would
I
take a light.
will-
Yeah, we're gonna need a light.
If you have just a magical one. I do have torches otherwise.
You do
Well-
have an effect on your torch as well for any light effects
I
that you
don't
need.
know if mine's actually producing any light.
It should. I thought I put one on you. There's like a secondary effect, I think.
It's only saying 10. I don't think it actually has a color.
Oh, does it not have a color?
Hold on.
I thought as long as it had the light on
Oh
it,
my-
I thought it produced.
She will hold up the light to
There we go.
light the torch.
Thank you.
Right.
Or
We
flash
have
oil
light.
into my bullseye lantern and light it.
All right. Your bullseye lantern is on your sheet at the bottom under your equipment.
We'll dispel it because she needs both hands.
I honestly do wish that Fantasy Grounds had a method of doing like spotlights
I really wish to.
All right.
for one
Alright.
use.
I'll keep up the rear and protect the squishy people in the middle.
Alrighty. It is only 12 minutes until 9. Do we want to go ahead and take a break here before you start your investigation?
Yeah, sure.
Or
Oh, why not?
Yeah, just me a chance
Okay.
to eat.
Gotcha. I will be right back.
I was just giving popcorn, so good timing.
I
Hey.
want popcorn.
I am enjoying the sibling dynamic already.
No, I'm gonna have to defend Karen
Well,
I got
from
to
her sister.
I got
Sorry,
to
I
include the
missed
most
that.
important parts of my character.
Yeah.
I said I
The
feel
fact
like I'm
that-
gonna have to try to defend Karen from her sister in terms of. of how she's acting.
What do you mean?
No.
You're
I'm
like, you're no
used to it.
fun. It's like, please stop trying to bully your sister.
I
Stop
haven't seen her.
bullying.
I haven't seen her in 8 years.
And all you're
bullying
doing is
is
complaining,
The
complaining about her
bullying's
being
going the other
different.
way, dude.
Doesn't matter. This can still make a person.
I could suplex her like I did when we were kids.
The bullying's going the other way.
She did do that a fair amount. So I realized something.
Yeah.
I had to remake parts of what I did for the layout. Because apparently I didn't actually save some parts of it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think I got it pretty close to what it was before, but on the stream, people may notice that the layout texture just kind of changed at one point.
Not very funny.
So shade for the light color, you just put in the hex code.
Just do 8 Fs.
Got it.
Don't bother with color. Just because color mixtures kind of get wonky in Fantasy Grounds. So my effect currently looks like this.
It was very important for me to be able to include the fact that I am an orphan who grew up in a home with 17 other children, with only one knife to go around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that knife was our only toy.
God, that sounds like a thing I would say is Noah.
Brian pulls out the knife.
He tried. He tried to give it to.
I did not clue in on that.
That was the knife that he offered.
Yeah.
See,
God,
we
it
also
sound-
had a knife, but Karen showed no interest in it.
God, that reminds me vaguely of like the story. It's like Noah being like, "Yeah, I was trained by being tossed into a den of wolves with a knife." What do you mean by trained? I was like, "Yeah, I was told either I live or die."
I actually do have a
What?
knife, funnily enough.
Yeah, but you
And a dagger.
Mhm.
I have a butter and a stab.
A fillet
yeah,
and
did
a.
Did anybody
Oh,
roll inside? I didn't
did you-
look.
Did you
Oh.
take
I got away with it.
did you ever figure out a name for Karen's mom?
Karen's mom.
Karen with a K.
What's kind of going on?
Her name is
That was
Mom.
not clever.
Coming up with the names, the bane of D&D.
Is that the scar font he made for you?
No.
Oh. Okay.
What's this?
Wizard Money Gang. We are like casting spells.
I like popcorn.
Good.
I like pop.
It's so weird that it's like cutting out on me today. Man, we're just not talking loud enough.
Mm.
Maybe.
Might be fluctuating your voice.
Yeah, maybe. That's it. I'm also trying to just be a little quieter, just because of like the setting.
But we're also like hearing your brother a lot too, so
Yeah, I know. I'm trying not to have that happen.
I know
Like
there's a
this
kernel in my
Kenku
gum.
can
Ah.
seems to be working out.
Hmm. I finally decided to take a look at it, hearing a few things about it. I didn't realize it would work as good as it does. Way better than most Discord bots.
I have been happy with the dynamic so far, though.
Right. I should not be holding the popcorn thing here. This is a mistake.
Hold the popcorn. Forfeit all mortal possessions to the popcorn.
I was holding it in front of my keyboard, which does not give the popcorn bowl that much room on the desk. And if I drop it, well, I'm gonna have
Alright,
popcorn all over me, and I'll be disappointed because I won't be able to get the popcorn.
Alright, that's right. I need to DM Crimson and see how his game is going. Because he had asked if he could borrow Fuji for his game,
Well, alright.
and he's having her 1v1 Ogremok as a dragon.
Okay.
It's gonna be great.
I should get off YouTube.
Because she had a deal with Big Party that, like, if you can deal this dungeon solo, I won't. Because she had a deal with her adoptive brother, and that she'll help out his goals. But she's like, I like these people, and they're doing good for the people of Red Larch. So if they can clear this thing out, leave them alone. But then she says Ogremok is getting summoned, so she's like, well, time to fight an Archamental.
Well, diggity damn.
Yep.
Here we go, killing again.
It's gonna be great. 'Cause, word.
You know, when like Brian's writing came up, like the Karen was like, "Oh, you're the one who did like this shit about Volo," and then Ulrich was like, "Oh, the poet," and both of us hit the parts that that Brian was like, "Not those ones."
And as soon as it was like, oh great, no, none of the stuff I know about because I'm fucking from Barovia.
Oh, in fairness.
I get some stuff from like Vistani Travelers, but almost nothing like what he would be doing because Vistani only give a shit about the entertaining and the romance.
Excuse me, sir. The Vistani would love me.
I mean, probably. I
and-
also just don't talk to Vistani too much.
I like farts, yeah.
Like, you want to talk about romance? I am the worst novelist on the planet.
Yeah, but also I don't read that stuff.
The Vistani love me, dude, because I am absolutely the type of writer that they would love to read.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. But it would also be stuff that not interesting, or it's more like poetry or not fantasy, but like.
Did you write like
No.
Did you write under the name Ryan Bailey? Do like some really cheesy romance novels?
No, he did not do that, Snare.
Damn.
That was Volo. That was Volo attempting to besmirch my name.
Oh, because I
Okay.
really liked those cheesy romance novels. They're actually like some of the only novels I
God
did
damn
read.
it.
I can't believe we've known each other for an hour and already faith has been lost.
Yeah, I'm changing it from A to no.
Brian's like, I'm just gonna stay with the elf and Arthur.
What do you mean?
Sorry, Alec and Arthur. It took me a second.
What do you mean, no?
I've changed my Brian trust meter from yay or nay with no, and yay. I've gone over to no now. I was on A. Also, only four people have done it. I need you guys to all do it. It's very important for reasons.
Oh, that was for us to.
Done.
Yes, it's very critical that you guys be like at least occasionally changing that if you want to. You don't have to ever change it if you want, but like at least set it to start.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Sorry.
It's in the voice chat, I think.
Oh, there it is. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Brian has lost faith in Brennan already, only because she's a fan of Volo's works. Volo's shitty romance novels.
Why are you on A then?
She until you say, "Oh no, that was Volo," she would believe it's yours.
No, you asked just now. We're role playing amongst ourselves. The GM is gone. It's time to roleplay amongst ourselves.
The GM is gone. Everything that we say is now canon.
Yeah. I love the fact that like I'm sitting there like, how? So what are your
fist
thoughts
fight
on
with
like?
Volo.
What are your thoughts on like novels? And then rolls deception openly as a player, and then no one picks up on it.
I was just like, eh.
So what do you think of the Midnight Blue Quill? It's a real close friend of mine.
Me.
See, the thing is that
Oh, is that so?
just
I didn't hear
Boris
you
would
say
be
the
like,
part about
okay.
being close friends. Thought you just said you liked it.
Oh.
Brandon has not actually read any of his novels. Only the Volo. novels.
Snack, if
ironically like-
you are actually going to sit that far back, do you want to turn yourself up?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was not facing my mic.
You want to face your mic?
No, I was looking down at my phone.
I almost want another tea, but I shouldn't.
Do
Did
it.
it. Now before it's
Do
too
it.
late.
Do it now.
That requires me to boil the kettle, and I don't like boiling the stove kettle.
Oh, you need to get an electric kettle.
We
Yeah,
had
good.
one, it melted.
It melted.
Yeah,
How?
I don't know. I wasn't
Too
responsible for it.
You
Uh,
should
so-
automatically turn off.
So I used to have an electric
It wasn't
kettle.
new.
Then my mom wanted to do stuff with wax. I now no longer have an electric kettle.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We had a kettle, and
Yeah.
then I accidentally melted it, so we got an electric kettle with an automatic turn off.
Yeah, it was a simple little electric kettle with a automatic turn off. You know, not just like a simple black one. My mom was like, "I'm gonna start messing with like waxes," and just takes it because we're not using it at the time. And I was like, "Well, that's gone forever." Yeah.
All
right, I'm
it's
back.
Gone.
I think it was the base stand for me that actually like short circuited or something,
That makes sense.
so it melted the.
Yeah.
I think the base stand itself melted,
Hmm.
which is kind of
What
important.
happened?
Brian fist fighting Volo.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about kettles because Shade was like tea.
What's the tea? No, but we've also decided that Brennan has read shitty romance novels from an author known as Ryan Briley,
Hmm.
who is just Volo writing shitty novels.
Brian,
I
you want
see.
pop serve, Brian?
Well, go ahead and get the vote up. I am finishing a plate of rice I just got.
So has Brian ever?
It wasn't
gone
that
to
big.
extract
What
Come
happened?
on.
an elephant tadpole with an ice pick.
Oh, I see.
So Zombie has Brian tried to extract an elephant tadpole from someone's eyeball with an ice pick.
What do you
Alright,
think
vote
happens
is
if
up.
you try to? Did you just ask Brian that for real? Because
No.
Brian's response is, "Do you know what happens if you stick an ice pick in someone's eye socket?"
Yeah,
Because I do.
but the alternative is having a mind flayer tadpole in your head.
No, that wouldn't. The mind flayer tadpole's like further back than that.
Yeah,
What sort of idiot would use an ice pick
Bolo.
to the eye
apparently.
socket?
Oh.
That listen, no one. Volo wrote a book that should have just been titled "How to Die Horribly." His advice on monsters is so universally bad. Like I don't fight monsters. I still know better than to do some of the things that he advises doing. Like I had to help him proofread that, by the way. I like he sent it over to me as like just wanting to be like bragging about how he'd written it, and then I'm sitting there going like, these are basic things. Like you do not attempt to like a normal human cannot reach down and grab a charging wolf by the jaws and rip its lower jaw away from the rest of its mouth in one clean stroke.
What do you
Not
mean?
that
I can do
attitude.
that.
That's
Not with that attitude.
That's how you lose a finger.
See, what's funny is that there's with what you say, Zombie, there's actually a popular adventure on the DM's Guild that's called Volo's Guide to Getting Murdered.
Great. I'm done with my rice. The vote is up for anyone else.
That's
I think
Brian's,
The best parts about Volo's Guide to Monsters is the fact that you just have Elminster inserting sticky notes about how bad of an idea some of his like writing is.
No, you see, Brian was the author of Bolo's Guide to Getting Murdered.
Here, I'm just gonna real quick grab a thing of floss. I got a frickin' that kernel stuck in my teeth.
I'm so tempted to grab
but
more
I'm-
rice because I
I'm
got a
good
tiny
to-
plate, but
I'm gonna keep going. I'll just be right back.
I'll wait for him to get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Brian is one of my favorite zombie characters yet.
We have definitely put in a lot of work into Brian, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was Zombie's character until I opened the game and I saw this name at the top, and I was like, wait a minute.
Shay didn't even realize before until Zombie mentioned to him in a call. And I sent him the list.
I had to like go double check the list, and I said, like, am I imagining this?
I only knew. I mean, I knew because A, I was there when almost all the names came up. B, like I knew everyone was who they were already. So I was like, well, yeah.
You guys don't know the extent that I went to make sure that was a secret for some people. Sid
I
and
know the
Shade and
extent.
Zombie knew. Yeah, I said some of you. I didn't say all of you.
I know how much work you did for me, and I appreciate it.
Brian has been a time and a half, and I love him.
I'm going to so much enjoy what I have had planned in this place for you all. Is all I'm saying. When it comes to that stuff.
Can't wait for us to go into like a mindscape for Brian, and it's just Volo being given an honorary degree to Strixhaven for his works.
Listen,
Truly,
Brian
Brian's
and
domain
Volo
of dread.
Brian and Volo have like a very like frenemy relationship. Like they do genuinely like hate each other's writing, but they respect how popular each other's writing is. And
Like,
they get along when they're in person, up until one of them makes any sort of comment or says something that's too sophisticated for the other one's taste. And then it devolves very quickly into insults, and if we've been drinking, fisticuffs.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Beautiful.
Oh, I forgot how insane I
Can I do
decided to
this?
have for
No.
my seat of fear. I was
Ah,
going to
I
look at my notes.
I'll do
page.
that one.
the lighting turned blue.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was messing with Zombie's hex code for his lantern to see if I could make it like a orange. I can probably grab the hex code from like one of the other things in this room real quick. I don't like how pure white some of the things, some lighting are sometimes. We'll do this.
I can always make mine blue.
Mhm.
If you
Oh,
wanna-
that's too orange. Why did they make that too orange?
Oh no, the part of it might be the red from mine.
No, that's his, I think. I'm just trying to get his to not be white, stark white.
Yeah,
Who's that?
no,
Who's
no.
moving? I
made
can't
mine
confirm
red.
that movement. I can only cancel that movement. God has denied you because God has forced my hand to deny you.
Kind of bugs me how you're just twisted, honestly.
What? Who? Me?
No, Brian.
Oh, him? Okay.
Because of
I was
the
like,
angle.
excuse me, sir. I haven't done that much to you yet. Jesus.
No, I haven't been traumatized yet. Anyway,
I'll
we
just
all-
keep it as lantern.
Don't worry, you're not a Christmas cake yet, Karen.
Oh my god. She's not even close. What are you starting here?
I'm waiting for the clapback of, yeah, you're the Christmas cake, Brennan.
I don't know what that means. What is Christmas?
Do you not know what that means for
after
real?
Christmas,
I actually
it
don't know
wouldn't
what
be
that
very
means.
good now, would it?
You don't know what that means.
It's not an
It
expression
means
I
a
know.
lady that's past her age.
Oh.
Yeah, past prime child producing age. It's supposed to be
That
like prime
is-
dateable age.
Yeah.
The first time I've heard that expression.
Those unmarried after
fair.
the age of 25 are unsold Christmas cake.
I feel offensive
Wow.
if it's 20. Why does everyone attribute things to 20? Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and confirm this before we get off tangent because of me.
She is 26. She is past 25.
We are not on this topic about cougars that aren't cougars.
Yeah, no, I'm
Listen,
not.
man, I'm just talking about hags.
I'm not a cougar. I'm a vixen.
Anyways,
Yes, you are lupine in nature.
so you guys
Wolf.
have light.
Is what I'm saying. I'm not a wolf. Fox.
We are going to go ahead and get back into the game. By the way, let me switch from intermission music. It's interesting
Actually,
because the
about-
browser here it switches how I my
Think about that.
arrangement.
Do we want to do these side halls there? Or do we want to do it down below? It'd just be rude.
We may as well do the rooms around our alleged safe room first.
Fair.
Better be safe than sorry.
Okay.
You do see a hallway. I will give you a description if you decide to go into it.
Is there a marching order?
Ulrich
Brennan's-
will be not directly in front, but he will be like slightly behind whoever is in front.
If
Brennan will
anyone's
take
gonna
up
be
the
possessed by a ghost, I don't want to be the one.
I can take.
Brennan will take up the rear.
I may not be the best sight this minute. It's definitely dark.
All right, Brendan is behind everyone.
Yep.
Brian in the middle. Cloud up there. All right, gotcha. So you're
Yeah.
proceeding into the hallway?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go ahead and move you forward. You do not have a light on you, do you?
I don't, but I trust my sixth sense to know at least where most things are.
I'll accompany up ahead, I guess. Hold on.
Wait,
There we go.
y'all need to stop trying to squeeze through the dirt. There we go.
Just I'm just gonna move everyone kind of like that. There we go. I will go. I will go ahead and read this off for you guys while you get in here. As you step in the hallway, you see it lined with broken picture frames. A rug with a dizzying geometric pattern covers the floor. You see a door to your direct right, a door below you, and Karen would see a door up to the north and one a bit more lower than that, going to the left. Where do you proceed?
Well, this door on the right probably just circles back around to the foyer.
I mean, we can confirm that.
Would you like to open the door?
We'll open
Sure.
this door.
Brennan dashes
All right.
to go to the other door.
I'll give you a, yeah, there's a good camera view. Okay, I'll go ahead and open this for you. Can you see into this room?
I'm a human. I have no dark vision, so
Do you have any
me.
torch or anything?
I'll light a torch.
Move
Yeah.
me.
Let's see.
Move me!
I'm unaccustomed to being a character without dark vision. How do I? Bink. There it is.
Is Brennan just going all the way around?
Yeah, she's dashing to the other side.
Brennan, if we're leaving this room, we're either none of us are leaving, we're all leaving together. Brennan turns around,
Meanwhile-
runs out the other ways.
Okay, yeah, I guess we are
As you guys
splitting
are
up.
opening this
That's
door,
fine.
you do hear.
No, go with them. That door should lead. I'll be back with you.
No,
guys
go
in a
with them.
second.
Leave me alone. Doesn't appear at the other door. Opens this one.
What
She's
if the
gone.
ghosts?
I'll be fine.
Oh,
You're
that's
a
my
blood
grandpa.
curdling scream.
Okay, we'll
You
open
run
the door.
past. Brennan does run past the owl. The big, large bird statue of bronze as she makes her way to this door.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and open the door here for these guys and read off the room first for you. Before you.
Okay.
Ulrich. As you open the door, you see in this room a taxidermy owlbear residing in one corner of this
Jesus.
drawing room, nestled between the burnt-out fireplace. Charcoal logs crumbled to soot as sitting on the mantelpiece above it, a sunken ship in a bottle. Miniature portraits stand about it. However, a thin layer of dust obscures anything but a glimpse behind the glass. A grand painting depicting a headless horseman is hung high upon the stone chimney. On the far end of the room, wooden figurines sit upon an oaken table. Each one seems to depict a large beast of the land, as their figures appear to be delicately carved.
He will venture in a little bit. Just kind of like seems fairly empty.
As you venture in, I will open this door, and Brennan, you see a very similar sight.
Boom, baby.
Oh, jeez. Ulrich like jumps slightly and it's like,
I
Confirmed it
didn't
goes-
only because I saw her run.
hello,
Confirmed
Brennan.
leads to the foyer.
Okay. I thought we
Maybe-
weren't splitting up.
Maybe don't do that.
Sorry, it
Just
was the idea got in my head and I didn't think.
She gets
further.
dragged out, and it's like, oh god.
Just be careful next time. I assumed that this is the table that has the little figurines on it.
Yes, it's a table that has 3 sets of figurines on it. Are you examining them?
Yeah.
Alright, let me scroll to that section. The wooden carvings on the table are standing and some suspended onto little monuments, some of which, such as a purple worm statuette, have what appears to be interlocking joints. If you examine it further, there seems to be a pin attached to it that you can pull out. There are 3 prominent wood figurines on the table. A herd of aroches, a pack of direwolves, and a large purple worm miniature.
What was the first one?
Aroches. It is a type of bovine. I will go ahead and give you an example image of what it looks like. As I share this for you,
Oh,
Or
Auroch.
cool. I can see it.
Oh, that'd be a fun. Oh my
Oh
god, it
my
is just
goodness.
Shade.
I feel
It's
like we
just
confirmed that
shade.
already.
I didn't even think about that until just now.
What?
Uh,
Are you saying that this is shade?
No, just
Fucking
Shade
dare
has
you.
the problem
The
loading.
map, the map and images.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's what I confirmed. I thought you meant Shade was having a problem with these ones.
No,
Oh,
no,
And I was
no.
like, huh?
Well, it looks like it could have been a fun hunt. I don't want to face one right now.
It is particularly a miniature wood carving.
Yeah, I see the horns, and that could be.
Okay. As opposed to where you're standing, Boris, where that's the corner with the taxidermy owlbear.
I would be here. I just was waiting for others to come in because I was going to look at the actual place.
I heard something about small animal figurines. Where are they?
Back there.
Over here. Ulrich is gonna pick one up. He's gonna pick up the Orochi's one.
You pick up the roaches?
Sort of blow off some of the dust.
The dust blows off the roaches, as it seems to be a very well carved, very delicately carved figurine. And as you kind of maneuver it around, you realize that the limbs are in fact movable. As it seems that the main function on this one has a up and down motion on its head, as if it is grazing.
That's
Do you
cute.
examine the figurine further?
Yeah. Like,
Taking a look at the figurine, you flip it around as you notice that there is a name carved on the other side of it. A very well crafted name that says Giuseppe.
huh.
Appears to be some sort of signature.
Oh my goodness, these are adorable.
Impressive craftsmanship.
Wait, is that one a snake? Oh my god. No, wait. No, it's a
You
worm.
see the purple worm, a quite large figure that does appear to have the pin locking something in place.
See if we can that one up. What's your deal?
I had
You
a very
pick the purple worm up?
unwise thought about
Yes.
that, and I know it's not going to be what I want it to be, but
You pick the quite large figurine up, quite honestly, as it takes both hands to really handle this. It seems to be rigid and stiff in place, as there appears to be plates interlocking, keeping it held within its pose. Almost as if it's coiled around something.
He went and this is so detailed. You think anyone would care if we took these? If I specifically took these?
Well, I'm taking this one.
You're taking the Orochas? Or
Yeah.
Archers? And you're... Do you examine the purple worm or interact with it any other way?
Yeah, sure. What do we try and figure out what its deal is?
You
It's
pull
got
the pin.
articulating parts.
The moment you pull the pin on the purple worm, it immediately clatters in your hands as whatever mechanism was keeping it held in place falls apart. As it almost seems to coil in your hands. It's a fascinating cloud, but as you examine it as it flops, you get the sense that it begins moving and wriggling almost unnaturally for a statue. As the plates on it start moving, and what you now notice to be spherical jawline opens up as its head slowly turns towards you and opens its mouth.
Throw it away.
Wow, it's
Throw
super
it away.
detailed.
Throw it away.
Brennan,
What? No,
Brennan.
this is awesome.
You do not see this, Brennan.
Yeah. What do I
Cat too
see?
big.
Ulrich does not see this either.
Oh shit.
This is awesome.
What do you?
Did I see him take out the pin? Does it just
Sorry,
look like nothing
I
happened?
missed. What was it that he has?
Ulrich, you see Cloud take out the pin as the figurine flops, completely lifeless. Cloud, you see it move and wriggle in your hands, very much like a snake.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's too much articulation.
Oh no!
As you see its tongue slowly slither out
No,
for your hand.
no, hold on, that's wrong. Purple worms don't have tongues like that. I don't think. I've never actually seen one. You know what?
Ulrich looking at it.
You know
like,
what? This, you know what? You can have this one too. I think.
You pass
Yeah,
it to him. He accepts it.
It's just like does the small toss. It's like, you know what? That's all yours too.
He'll catch it.
You catch it as it flops lifeless in your hand. There is no tongue at all.
He'll hold it up by
It was cool,
it's
and then
still,
it
like,
stopped being cool. I'm just gonna let you. Yep, it's all yours.
Okay.
Is Cloud gonna
yourself.
grab another?
Yeah, what's the last one?
Wolf, I think.
A pack of direwolves. What appears to be on a sort of carved mountain cove, or cave, even.
You know what? I'm content with just this one. This is fine.
Okay. It's still like it's just flopped over uncurled is what Ulrich sees, right? It's just not animated or anything. It's just
It is uncurled as the pin is no longer keeping it within place.
you just
There's
wiggle
no
it, it's
life
like,
or animation.
One of those floppy snake, like wooden snake toys that
yeah.
pinch the
Yes.
shit out of your fingers.
I don't know. He shrugs. He
Hey, you can have the pin too. I don't need that anymore, I guess. Anywho,
I will go ahead and add this to your party sheet, as you have acquired the figurines.
There's a door to our left.
there is a door.
oh, so true. Anyway,
Ulrich
What do you
will
mean?
curl it back up and just stick the pin back in.
You do so.
Then just
Like
stick it in
that?
his pocket.
Like that door, right?
Yes.
There's that door. Was anyone else examining anything in the room?
I'm looking at the port.
You're looking at the portrait. All right.
I'm looking at the owl bear.
There's also
I will go ahead and-
a desk there. Looks to have papers on it.
The papers seem to be... I'll go over that because it's a very short thing. The papers seem to be mainly... mainly contracts and art deals, things that have information for the pieces within this room. However, they have been very neglected, and thus much of it has been moth-eaten and torn.
Boring.
As for the painting,
Boring.
You're specifically looking at the painting, by the way? Boris? Christian? Oh, we lost him.
Dead.
Sorry, no, I was
He's
just
dead.
background. Sorry, what were you saying?
Were you looking at the painting specifically?
Yeah,
Or like the portraits, or...
the big one, the one hanging over top.
Big
of
one.
the,
Okay.
the headless one. He's looking at it and beating like maybe something behind it, it move or something like that.
Okay, I'll read the first part. First. The grandiose painting hanging above the mantelpiece shows a headless rider holding an axe high overhead. The figure seems to be riding a black steed as it gallops forth, momentarily rearing up its hoofs as fire spews from its nostrils. Whizzing past the horsemen were skull-like pumpkins, the fire gushing out from their eyes and mouth. Hardly can the orange rinds contain the fiery substance within, as they explode whenever they knock against a tree. The rider himself appears to be racing over a stone bridge in the middle of a dark night, the only light illuminating his figure, other than that of a torch that may be held, is that of his fiery pumpkins and the moon. And you attempt to move the painting. It is a very heavy painting, as there doesn't seem to be anything behind it, other than the stone wall of the fireplace.
A little strange to have a headless knight here, but this place is strange anyways.
And
Her taste
Brennan
in
was
art, questionable.
examining the owlbear.
Yeah, seeing if there's anything like left in its beak or anything like that.
I will scroll up. You
And a
see
green herb.
a green herb. Ching. You see
Oh, that's
what
a
appears to
good
be
kush.
a taxidermy owlbear. You do not see anything within its beak. Are you particularly trying to examine other parts of it?
Yeah. Oh, them
Go.
just giving it once or twice over.
Go and give me a investigation check. You do not appear to see anything.
1 second. Are owlbears beasts?
They are, I believe, monstrosities. I will double check that for you. Owlbears are monstrosities.
Damn, okay.
I also would not consider this to be something that favored foe would apply to.
This is an
Favorite
object.
enemy. But it's a taxidermied object of... Okay. Yeah, no.
Okay. You
It is,
leave the
that
owl.
is a big owlbear.
It is a very big owlbear. Definitely bigger than most people in the room.
And
Not
imagine
all.
if one of these jumped at you from, like, a rafter.
No.
Is there-
Horrible.
Bear-like. I think I'll poke at the bottle. The bottle with a
You-
ship in it or whatever.
Poke at the bottle with the ship at it?
Yeah.
You poke what appears to be a very delicate bottle, as it seems to be a sunken ship. Part of it is destroyed. You examine it. It seems to be what you can only imagine is a replica of a larger ocean vessel, as the word isopod is painted onto its side. The purple hole appears to have been scraped along its bottom, as several bores are cracked within it. Top of this, there seems to be no direct mast or sail. The ship has only one apparent crow's nest. 3 distinct poles can be seen jutting out of its deck, one of which is broken, barely managing to hang on.
Well, that seems grim. Man, this whole room kind of. Let's continue.
It's spooky. I don't like it. Let's go.
Not even just spooky. It's just grim.
Ulrich will turn and there's a store right next to him, right?
Yes, there is.
Those people seem ready to move on. He'll try that door, see if it opens.
You open the door with a creak as what appears to be some sort of music room appears before you. Overstuffed furniture filled with handsome carpet faces a handsome concert harp dramatically sculpted with a flock of flying doves.
It's okay, guys. There's no piano,
There is
so we
only a
should be
harp.
okay.
What do you mean?
Is an instrument.
Out of character.
Maybe right there.
Hmm.
Move you forward just a little.
Perfect.
Are there any more spooky paintings in here?
There does not seem to be any paintings within the room.
Well, Ulrich relaxes. Nice change of pace. Ulrich will go, I guess while people are filing in, he'll go look at the harp, and it's a wooden carved thing with the doves and stuff. He'll see if this Giuseppe name is on it, too.
You examine the harp. You do not find any apparent name carved into it. It does, however, stand. How tall did you say Ulrich was?
6'3".
Stands almost to Ulrich's full head height at 6 feet tall. Looks to be in a fine condition, as if it's been oiled regularly.
Aaron looks up at its top.
Is there like less dust in here a bit? If it looks regularly oiled. Like recently used, maybe?
There does appear to be some stirs of dust within the room, but nothing that would suggest people have been in here recently.
Is there anything else around the harp? Like a notebook or music sheet or something?
There is nothing else but the harp and the stool used to sit to play it.
Interesting. I guess nothing unexpected for a mansion.
Oh, I tried to learn the harp once. It doesn't quite work so well when you have very sharp claws.
Brennan would like to try and play the harp.
Brennan sits down
Wait.
to play the harp.
Hold on. Before you do that,
Brennan,
Karen is going to cast Mage Hand. Uh-oh. Nope, she's already doing it. Never mind.
She's already doing it. I'm going to need you to make me... One moment.
The harp explodes.
This saving throw.
Yep, that tracks.
So, as I switch over for a moment.
You've been crowned. Oh shit.
I love it this string.
Oh no, it's the dramatic sting.
The dramatic
Brennan.
sting that also happens to be a string instrument.
Oh no, we
As
got
you-
commercial break.
Brennan, as you sit down on this bench and touch this harp, you feel a need to play it. And taking that earlier performance check as your role, you do a very sloppy job. As you feel overwhelming emotion, as if you desperately need to play this harp. And as you continue playing unsuccessfully, the glass chords of what sounds like, anyways, cut through your fingers as they begin bleeding profusely as you continue playing and playing and playing.
Hey, gotta get this right.
That's not good.
Brennan. Brennan?
And I'm going to-
Quick.
If possible, I'd like to strike the instrument. Like, just...
Alright.
I see
The
blood
source
on
is
her
the
hands, and my
problem.
first reaction is to break the instrument.
He's from
You
Barovia.
are
he doesn't
attempting
fuck with
to
this.
break the instrument?
Yeah.
How do I roll the 1d like 2s and stuff?
Right click the
Which dice?
the D6.
A D6.
Is it d6?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it
D6
just wants to
special.
roll 2 of them. Oh,
D-
special, custom.
Yeah,
okay.
custom dice.
Brennan will take 2 damage from playing the harp. As Ulrich is attempting to strike it,
Of course.
go ahead and roll me a attack roll.
I like Karen to also shoot it with a blast.
I'm probably a little too worried I'm gonna hit her.
Ulrich, you take your warhammer, not quite sure what angle you should swing at it. You swoosh overhead to Brennan as you narrowly miss hitting her, afraid that damaging the harp may end up
I
hitting
imagine
her
I'm
in
like,
return.
okay, I'll hit this side, and suddenly she moves her hand that way. I was like, oh shit.
I like
Karen.
to particularly aim for the strings.
Feel free to make an attack roll.
This is going to have to be cold damage. Because I don't think I can psychically damage a harp.
I do not believe that you believe you can do that.
So I'm gonna do this.
Nice.
How
that, huh?
are you? Go ahead and roll that with crit.
Okay.
Critical. How do you wish for this go?
So Karen, seeing that that her hands are starting to bleed, tries to really put together quickly what to do. First thing that comes to mind: freeze the strings so that they might break. So she shoots the strings with an arc blast.
Brennan, as you are playing this harp, and you feel that you are perhaps on the verge of getting it, as if there's something there that you are just about to grasp. You feel your fingers freeze, your blood freezes in place, as the harp is frozen over the strings,
Continue to try to play.
shatter under your fingers.
No, so close.
And as you feel a sense of disappointment at this failure, you get the unerring sense that you have learned something that you have known for a very long time. As you have learned a new song, the Blood Tears of Clavera. You're unsure how exactly you know the name of this, but you know for a fact that this piece will forever stick in your head.
Brennan. He kind of puts a hand on her shoulder, shakes her a little, sees if she's coming to herself.
Oh, what happened?
I think you were overtook by something.
Ow. Hands.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember, like, flicking a string. What happened?
You played a bit violently.
Originally, I thought it was because, well, you know, untrained hand, they bleed when playing stuff like that. But then you feverishly started playing more, and it's like, that doesn't feel right.
Next time, maybe Karen lifts her hand, projects another hand on top of it.
There.
I've added a new thing into your notes tab for you.
She begins humming what she was playing on the harp.
It's a very fast melody.
Deleted.
Now think more simply.
No, I was thinking Rushy.
My interpretation of this is very close to playing Bloody Tears from Castlevania.
Yeah.
Oh, my brain went to Bloody Stream.
Okay, I'm gonna open up this door.
It looks like there's two doors.
Yes,
There
they
are
probably lead the same place.
2 doors.
How do you
Oh,
know
I
that
think they'll
though?
Because they're right next to each other.
Who
Shush.
goes down?
Boris, you open up this door.
You don't know.
You do see into the room a bit.
Fuck.
Chairs and candelabras covered in dusty sheets attend this hall's broad dining room table. Still life paintings depicting multiple grand feasts hang on the walls. The faded oil makes the food look rotten.
Hmm. Oops.
It's dark.
Very.
Boris, you see on the chair, one of the covered chairs, This one. A sort of conspicuous child-shaped form. At least in size.
Like under the sheet?
Under the sheet. Both Karen and Ulrich do see this too.
He's not gonna enter the room, but he's gonna point. He's gonna be like,
I think it should talk to the hand. As she's going to conjure a mage hand again.
You conjure mage hand?
Now this group of 5 will just to the other side of this door.
How far is that? Oops, that for once I don't need to actually press a button.
Fantasy Grounds has given me an error for some reason.
Oh,
Let's see if it crashes. That's a Unity error itself.
oh,
Did that do it for you guys too?
no.
no.
No, but something did appear, like a circle appeared for
Yeah,
like half a
that was
second.
me.
I think that's what it caused it.
Probably.
It's not responding for me right now.
No?
Did you see me move my?
Oh,
there we go.
It's gone.
Nah.
Yep.
Is it? It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just go ahead and close out Fantasy Grounds manually and reload it.
Shade, how dare you?
I made a circle, and do you
I
know?
cannot believe
frickin-
making a mage hand size 15-foot circle would break this game.
I can't believe you big beat at level 1 and broke the universe.
Just tell me when you're ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and update as well if you guys want to do that real quick.
Oh, I did.
Oh
before
shit, there's an
session.
update?
Okay. Yeah, there was an update. I had the game open this entire time, so I haven't updated at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, an
It's-
update. Be right back.
Oh my god.
I hit it. There we go.
Technical difficulties, because you can't.
That was a
make it
weird one, honestly.
You can't get a first session without having technical difficulties, I guess.
Never.
I guess. I don't know. This one was a weird one. Was my fault?
I don't have an update.
Alright.
Well,
It's getting up. I'll let you guys know when to get in.
Okay.
I'm not going to update the laptop one because that'll take too long. I tried to bullshit my way through a spooky encounter, and what do we get?
The counter spooked you. This counter spooked all of us. This game's cursed, man. Twice
Yeah.
already something has happened that we weren't expecting.
Yep.
Alright, the game is back open.
Alright.
That's me just use F11 to get this opened for myself. Quickly access the map.
As long as we have most other people in, we can keep going. Cam just might take a little longer.
Yeah, I see Shitty Cam connecting. It's causing me to take a moment.
Boop-a-da-boop.
Go ahead and get this room back up in the foreground or background.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, it
Despite-
just
Despite not having
There
a
we go.
negative in her,
that's funny. It actually moved Karen back to where she was before she mage hand.
It was like, fuck you, Karen. Cheating. Cheater!
Did my token move into the room or something?
It moved back where she was before she moved to the doorway.
Oh, okay.
So I think it just reset the position from some amount of time beforehand.
But yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's
Go away, Chrome.
Hello.
She will be intending to pull the blanket off of, or the sheet off of
Yeah, no.
probably ghost child.
Her moving back to before the mage hand means the mage hand is what screwed us over.
It is a circle. I don't know. Anyways,
I mean,
you go
all
to
these
pull.
squares make a circle.
You
I
go to
will
pull the
say it's
hand.
loading for me, so.
Okay.
Oh, and also session is of the stream is the inter.
Yes.
Is it intermission?
Yeah, it's intermission.
because
Has it been like that, or did you
because
just
I was-
switch it?
That was because I was reloading. It was just seeing.
I
fancy
see.
guns
Okay.
menu.
Got it. I was just making sure.
I know what I'm doing.
We're not on the 1.5 Hyrule campaign. Technical difficulties. Not one of those. Not one of those today.
Have you considered shush?
No.
No, I'm the GM. I can't.
Oh right. Because it will be a problem. Might be a problem for streams. We are going to be dog sitting. Starting next Monday. So there may be a woofer that will
Just
bother
make sure
me
to
during
keep
game.
your
Yeah, just mute when
keep on
it
the mute.
happens.
It won't. They probably won't bark. It'll probably be just them
We're
trying
back
to
in
climb
business.
on me.
We are back into this. Alright, so you attempt to mage hand the sheetway. That does appear to be 30 feet.
I mean,
So-
I do mage hand, right?
I'll also
Not-
step
not
into the
attempt.
room.
Yeah, you
You fool!
mage hand. You fool, you stepped in the room. Do you wish to step in the room?
Well, I'll
Brian-
if I see she's doing something, I'll wait.
Thank you.
She does appear to be doing something.
She
Does Brian
projects
what?
that same hand.
Okay. You cast the mage hand, projecting it over the sheet as you go to pull it away. Do you pull softly or hard?
Just lightly pulling it sort of away from us. Just so we can actually like get an immediate glimpse of what might be under it. Not pulling it up, but pulling it to the side.
Alright. As you pulled the sheet to the side, the figure under it tips over into the chair as you see beneath the table from where you can see from a doll. A ragged doll in a frilly red dress. White patch covers a missing button eye.
Hmm.
The mage hand drops the sheet and pokes the doll on the head.
The doll remains lifeless as it is poked by the mage hand.
Hmm. I don't like dolls.
Not
I've
place to
determined that.
keep one.
Let's I'll take a step
Yes.
in now.
Place seems to be designed to spook and hurt you.
Yeah.
Nothing is surprising to me.
Brennan will take one of her pebbles that she carves,
Mhm.
tosses it at the puppet.
Brendan,
Yeah.
you take the pebble and you toss it at the puppet. As it hits it, drops to the ground. Your gut rumbles. You don't feel like you did a very good thing, perhaps.
I'm sorry, puppet.
The puppet remains lifeless,
Okay.
but you
good.
get the sense it acknowledges your apology.
So, I'm getting weird vibes off the puppet.
I mean, if the things over there were like moving, like you said, then yeah, possibility.
Hmm.
Looks like.
I-
Do we want to move past it? I mean, there's another door to the north, and I'm guessing the one to the left there is probably leading back to where we were.
Hmm.
Puppet, do you
Yeah.
want me to put the cover back on you?
The puppet remains lifeless, as the decision is left for you.
She's gonna go over, cover the puppet back up.
The puppet is covered back up.
She gives it a consolatory pat on the head, like she would give Karen when they were kids.
Hmm.
Silence.
She moves on to the door.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All in all, the room seems unthreatening to Ulrich, so he will also proceed.
And I wasn't done.
Was there anything on this like little table on the other side of the room?
Which table? Oh, that table?
Yeah.
It does not appear to be anything on the table. The only thing in the room is the candelabras, chairs, dusty sheets covering them, and the still life paintings.
Brian
Brian walks
running
into
into
a
a
wall.
wall.
Do there seem to be any other odd shapes under the sheets, or they all look pretty chair-shaped? Chair-shaped? Chair-shaped.
They all appear to be fairly chair-shaped.
Alright.
That's what the chairs want us to think.
Well,
The
curiously
chairs are
proceed ahead.
feeling foiled by your observation.
Damn right.
Okay, everyone get ready. I'm gonna open the door.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm meaning
okay.
that the cloud who's over in the corner of the room before.
Gramps, you're lagging a bit behind.
He's old. Give him time.
Give me a second.
Trying to stuff the harp in a bag.
No, I don't need the harp.
It's broken. What are you talking about?
It's already broken. You guys broke it.
We shattered the string.
Like I said, I also probably would have broken or tried to play it.
The old man walks on the table.
Yeah, he just doesn't.
Straight over the table. We are a cat. We do not care.
The old man walks over the table like a Bethesda character, where their body completely shifts up and
Is
over.
Brian staying down there or looking at something?
We purposefully knock over one of those things, just on impulse.
The candelabra falls over and clatters
There
against the table.
Starts a fire. Oh no.
The candelabra is unfortunately not on fire.
I think that's pretty fortunate.
Zombie.
Candelabra would disagree.
Oh,
Man,
fuck the
Ed-
candelabras.
You think
yeah,
the dude who got this house built was gifted the candelabras by a priest, sold the rest of the silver but kept them?
That sounds pretty miserable.
Yeah, it sounds like everyone would be miserable.
Anyway, continuing
This,
on. That bad joke.
this doesn't look good from what I can see.
As you look into the room,
Fucked up table.
a rack previously suspended from the kitchen ceiling has crashed, crushing a table and scattering rusted pots and cooking implements. A sizable iron stove is built into the northern wall. Several doors lead from the room.
Alright, what was that? A what had
Again,
crashed?
One of those
rack.
hanging racks that holds all the pans and pots.
Oh, okay.
Here's the
That's-
kitchen. Does not look like anyone. I would not want to use this at all.
I can only see part of it. Just trying to get a better view.
I'm going in. I'm just gonna go in at least. Okay.
There we go. Let there be light.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
see overall, not terribly, but okay.
You can
Oh,
see
no, a
10 feet
broom.
around you, except
Oh, no,
you
a
just interpret
broom.
creatures, mostly.
Oh, there's another door on the right.
Oh no, I found the most dangerous thing in this entire area.
Hey,
A
don't
broom.
diss the broom.
That's exactly.
A broom can kill a level 1 character.
Is that a door? Does that look like it's an outside or inside door?
It looks like a door that you are unable to tell if it leads outside or inside.
But
a
let's
door.
see if that was right next to the entrance. That would lead outside. If not, maybe like a small area connected.
Ulrich is gonna
Unless
go see
this
if
house-
it's locked.
Unless this
I was
house
about to-
also doesn't follow the way the world works.
Oh, why'd I get over there? Well,
Did you move yourself over here? I'll put it.
I just moved to the
Oh
right.
god. Oh
Okay.
jeez. Oh
Alright.
no. Oh
Uh,
no.
Brennan
The old man's
produces,
looking.
produces a fire.
You produce
Wait.
a fire?
For what?
It's
For
cold
light.
outside.
Oh,
For light,
okay.
and it's fucking cold outside.
I just want to
Maybe
see
it's
if it's
cold
unlocked. I
outside.
just want to see if we have another route out if something happens.
Ulrich, you open the door to the sound of rain.
Oh, it's outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Verified. No dimensional weirdness.
Do you close the door?
Yeah.
I'm cold
All right.
again.
Open it again.
No.
Close it again.
I go and give Karen a hug to warm her up.
No.
You were carrying around Zoe.
Get back here.
No.
Brennan, your gut rumbles. You get the sense that you are being ignored, and it deeply hurts.
Oh.
You're hurting my feelings, Karen.
Why do her feelings always come with the stomach rumble? She hungers for affection.
As mentioned at the beginning of the stream, it is the guts.
Ah, okay.
Mm,
I get it. It clicks now.
um.
Let me give you hugs.
No. Your clothes are still warm. You're plenty warm. I'm plenty warm. My clothes are still warm.
Okay, so we got 3 doors ahead of us. One going into that hallway, most likely.
Oh yeah, they go.
And then
into
2
the
going
north.
somewhere else. Probably like a pantry if this is the kitchen, and that's the dining room.
Dude, oh, there is a tiny door right here. Ulrich opens it.
Is there anything in the stove? Did anybody check the stove?
You wish to check the stove?
Hey, check that stove.
I will eat it.
I will
It's probably old. I
open
will
that
eat it.
first.
Don't get sick.
Ulrich,
Yeah, behavior.
it seems that there is a set of stairs in front of you as Cloud, you open the stove, the oven stove. It's a fairly simple oven, little more than a fireplace with metal racks arranged behind an iron door. And you see a cupcake sitting in the stove.
Oh, that's weird.
The cupcake appears to have been frosted. As you're unable to tell from your angle, but it appears that there is a letter, or maybe multiple, written on it.
We'll pull out whatever rack it's on.
You pull out the rack of the quite big oven, in fact. One that you could swear could almost fit an entire you, perhaps. As the cupcake seems to be a chocolate cupcake with pink frosting and white frosting, spelling out the words, enjoy.
Would anyone like a free cupcake?
In this random house.
I am very hungry.
No, you're not.
Apparently, I'm not.
When I look at the cupcake in their hand, does it look like a cupcake?
You look at the cupcake. You intently look at the cupcake. It appears like a cupcake. Would you like to smell the cupcake?
I can't taste sweet things, so this is like lost on me.
That's an intrusive
Wait, why
thought that
can't
Ulrich
you-
will follow. He's
why
gonna smell
can't
the
you-
cupcake.
Why can't you taste sweet things?
Because I'm a tabaxi. It's a trait that we share with regular cats.
I thought cats could taste sweet things.
No.
Oh, they can't.
You
Fat and
smell.
salt.
Ulrich,
Oh.
you smell.
Okay, got it.
You smell the cupcake. It smells quite good, actually. It smells delicious, in fact. It seems like
Eat
an
that,
ordinary
baby.
cupcake.
What
The
was the last
frosting
part?
is. It seems quite like an ordinary cupcake. The frosting is a bit old, though. However, probably still good.
So I got the crust.
I disagree.
The distance. I disagree.
Rich, your stomach rumbles. You get the feeling that if this cupcake was not good, it would definitely appear such. You should eat the cupcake.
Uh,
Of course, you could store it away for later.
I
grab it.
imagine Cloud still holding it. You're like, are you okay?
Like
He's
the cup-
gonna. He'll take the cupcake. He'll just take like a finger and he'll taste the frosting.
The frosting
poke-
is
taste.
quite dry, however, it's very sweet. Better than your standard frosting you'd get from stores or
You might
merchants.
ruin your stomach eating that.
Orc is going to save the cupcake. It might be useful later.
Okay.
Honestly, not the oddest.
I do not
thing
have a
I've seen
parcel
before.
for the cupcake, but Ulrich, you have obtained. You have obtained the cupcake.
Now, what would be in quotes cupcake?
You have You have obtained a cupcake in parentheses. Maybe good. Probably still good.
Alright. It's in his inventory.
Excellent.
Don't ask how he's keeping the cupcake safe in his inventory, but he is.
You can only tell if it truly is a cupcake if you taste it, and not a cupcake question mark.
It's like a potion. There's no other way to identify it.
Yeah.
He has identified 1/3 of the cupcake. The frosting is, in fact, frosting.
Ooh, this implies there's a filling in the cupcake.
Oh my god, it's a filled cupcake. I thought it was weighed really weird.
Either it
probably
has
I'm
either
sorry.
it has a filling or it has an edible wrapper.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't take identify as one of my spells.
Unfortunate.
It's quite alright. Well, we'll save that for later. I'm sure it'll, if
Can I-
we
can I, like-
desperately need food, it'll
Mhm.
be a
I like
last
taking-
resort.
Can I, like
Oh, no.
stick my finger in the frosting and give it a try?
You wish to stick your finger in the frosting.
I'm sorry, I've
Wait.
already pocketed the cupcake.
Oh.
Would you like to stick
Now it
your
smells
finger-
bad.
Would
It's
you
all
like to
smeared.
pocket Ulrich's pocket?
I'd like
Dig
to
in
stick
there.
I'd like to
Pull it
stick
out.
Ulrich. I would like to stick Ulrich in my pocket.
All of Ulrich?
I'm going
Brennan.
to
Ulrich.
open the door that I presume leads out to the other hallway.
Brennan, unfortunately, Ulrich is not a key item.
Damn. Hey Ulrich, can I like try the frosting on that cupcake?
Sure, he will produce the cupcake.
She will stick her pinky in the frosting and stick her pinky in her mouth.
This frosting is quite good, you think.
Mm.
It reminds you of home for some odd reason. You're unsure.
Reminds me of Auntie's cooking.
Kieran, you see a hallway. There appears to be a door to the north, and what you can perhaps tell, a door a bit lower to the west.
We can keep
So we have
going down
stairs
this
going
wing. But there's
Down.
also
right?
a door right next to me.
The stairs do appear to be going down.
So we got
Oh, they go
stairs going
down.
down. Probably to a basement. That would make sense connected to the kitchen. Another door, which is probably, like I said, maybe like a closet or storage. And then the rest of the hallway. Let's continue one floor at a time. Let's not
Yeah, that's what
go
I'm
down
thinking.
or up
Yeah.
until we finish.
I
You want to
I've-
open the one to your side real quick, see what's
I suppose.
there.
I've read too many stories where going into the basement is gets you killed. And frankly, it's an annoying trope.
You
Basements
open the pantry.
should be the last
It is a
thing
pantry. The
Jesus
foodstuff in
Christ.
this pantry have decayed to dust and rotten smears inside sealed glass jars.
closes the door. Ew.
You have closed the pantry.
That's
Why is I thought you hated tripe as a food.
God damn it, I was muted.
Oh, what were you saying, Zabi?
That's why one of my favorite stories is the Midnight Quill Classic tale of the 5-inch clock, where it's going into the attic that got the main character killed.
I'm so glad that you, in fact, did have a follow-up for that. I was
Yeah.
expecting it.
Did you ever read that story, the barrel of Fire Giant whiskey?
Oh,
No,
who's that one
what's
by?
the-
Edgar Poe Allen.
You know that was one of his previous characters, right?
Yes.
Yes, Chris.
Don't you dare use previous characters, you little. No, I'm kidding.
Jeez.
I was like, what can
Karen.
I do?
You get the sense that Brennan is actually incorrect about that piece of information. The author for that story was not, in fact, Edgar Poe Allen, but instead Edmund Bronwyn.
I thought that was Edmund Bronwyn.
Oh, it was the one where they the quote unquote friend tricks his friend into going into a dungeon by promising him alcohol and then sealing him inside.
And thus we don't go into the dungeon.
Sounds like something you would do with Volo, honestly, from what you were saying about him.
Brennan, no, that's murder.
You're not at that level yet.
No, Volo did that to him. He got out.
How do you know this?
Either up or
That was out of character.
Yeah.
to the side. Which one are we thinking?
Forward.
Okay. Might as well open the one
That's-
upwards then.
That's not helpful.
You open the northern door.
Sure.
You find a rather empty closet.
That's a really fucking big closet.
It is. It's dark and conspicuously empty. Conspicuously empty.
Oh. Okay, let's go. Open it up, empty. Okay.
Except, you all know that we're going to be forced to go into the basement where we're going to meet
Yes,
our
I know.
dooms.
No, or the attic.
I don't need your assistance.
You
Are we,
open the door.
You hear that?
which door are we
I'll
opening?
make sure some people get closer because we're kind of
Kind of stacked up on each
Who-
other.
I
who
might
is-
get a wall here.
You are.
what's
Don't
the
worry, I got
dance?
ya.
Why,
Thanks.
looking at the paintings, where are they looking, or do they seem to be following us?
Taking a look at the paintings, they appear to be of various individuals, some of which are people that you would not expect quite to be in paintings of this area. They do not appear to be looking at you, but they appear to be gathered around a table. All of them wearing suits, dresses. They all seem to have a distinct quality about them. A symbol. Raven type symbol. Whether a lapel or a brooch or a hairpin.
And these people really like birds.
Oh.
They all got like little ravens somewhere on them.
Hmm.
In fact, Brennan, can you make me a perception check as you look at this painting?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
so
too.
nearly.
You're nailing it with these rolls today, aren't you?
Very
Yep.
weird painting. But you can't put your finger on why.
Okay. So, I'm going to elect something, big guy.
Hmm.
Take my place. I do not want to be in front of a door.
That's totally fine.
Ah.
Would you like me to move you?
Why?
Take your place.
No,
Take your
perfect.
place. Hold on. I'm
Places,
just gonna do
people, places.
There.
This is the awkward hallway thing where you're like,
Yeah,
oh, I'll go to the right. Oh, you'll go to the right.
left
Oh,
and the right.
sorry.
All right.
And I
Is
just
that
pick you
where-
up, slide you over, and take the place.
Okay.
Okay, open.
Who knows?
Oh, it's a really big fucking room.
Who knows?
Open.
Maybe in a haunted house we'll find something as dead as your love life, sis.
Please don't be
Broken-
rude to her. Oh my god,
Arf.
it's like a dance room?
Broken boards mar the web-like design worked into this ballroom's wooden floor. A short stage for long-departed musicians stands at the room's far end, overlooked by cracked stained glass windows.
Step in.
Ooh, fuck. It's the design windows.
Stained glass windows. How many people are entering? Okay, you guys enter.
Everyone will enter. I'm just waiting so we're not all.
I'm gonna toss.
We should probably like just be set as a way and him just move us.
I'm going to say... I'll move Brian just there. I'm going to say I'm going to stop you guys there real quick.
Let's say,
Oh no.
I was gonna
Oh,
toss.
that's a stage. Oh dear.
I was gonna toss a produce flame into the fireplace.
Berlin, as you stride into the room, the first one in, you cast your produce flame. As you look at the fireplace and as the others all file in, nearly all at once, you hear a hollow, mocking voice reach you, echoing as if it's from far away. The voice speaks as if from on stage. I'll give you a simple choice, my misguided knots. You can join Lady Silvra, and I'll entomb you all within my fortress walls. Or forsake your commander, bear witness to her execution, and then walk free to tell all of Danzrog's justice. My mercy knows but a moment, friends. Choose. And as the voice finishes, everyone within the room hears it. How do you respond? It almost feels as if the question might have been directed towards you.
Well, bring it on, big guy, as she tosses the fire into the fireplace.
And we don't see anything on the stage, do we?
You do not see anything on the stage.
She doesn't even look at the stage, but she'll yell out, bring it on, big guy.
As you toss the flame into the fire pit, a crack runs down the stained glass window.
Oh no! The poor window!
How do the rest of you respond?
this?
Could have done.
How do the rest of you respond?
No!
Distress.
Press. You sent
Taking the. That was heard in our head, right? Not like reverberating everywhere.
That was heard reverberating
I
from somewhere very far away.
Karen stares at the glass.
Is it like the glass imagery is like of something, or is it just patterns?
It just appears to be stained glass.
This is horrible.
It's very pretty glass.
would do
Karen.
such a thing?
So,
The
Cloud
lie.
is in distress. Karen stays silent. Ulrich and Boris. And in fact,
I'll
Brian,
bear
even.
witness.
You'll bear witness. Ulrich and Brian.
Hmm.
You, I'm about to say,
Oh,
or being right
if
next.
you'll
you
bear
can tell
witness, I'll-
he's tense. He's like, okay. And then he says I'll bear witness out loud.
Okay. Hmm.
And what are we bearing witness to? I'm what?
Some
It was-
kind of
it was
execution
either-
or something.
Eh.
It's a simple
Uh,
choice.
Ulrich will echo you.
Join
He'll say, "I'll bear witness."
Sylvia,
I will let
Bear
you guys
witness.
know there's very little time for discussion on this one. It's immediate responses.
Mhm.
that's what I'm saying. He takes a deep breath, calms, and then says it.
Bring it on, big man.
Ulrich repeats.
Yeah, he said, "I'll bear witness" as well.
You just
Brian, you
gotta-
do.
No.
No.
He's
Understood.
out of the room. Did he even
No.
hear it?
He did, in fact, hear it.
Okay.
However, he's out of the room. As I'm going to need these individuals, very frightened, lovely individuals, to make me this wisdom saving throw.
No, thank you. We are past 3 hours, by the way.
We are past 3 hours. We did take a break at
9.
9, a little bit before 9. We're going till 11, I believe, right?
Maybe.
That's up to you, man.
I'm pretty sure we're going regular time.
Yeah, that sounds about
Okay.
right.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and take me that. Did it pop up?
No.
Cloud is targeting people.
Oh, Cloud is starting. Oops, hold up. I had the wrong thing.
I'm sorry.
Cloud,
I mean,
betrayed
I
us.
can redo that.
I've betrayed you all, and I
There we
don't
go.
know why.
Betrayed you all.
It's okay, guys. I have proficiency in this.
Oh.
Save. It's all right,
Oh, no.
guys. I crit the
20.
fuck out of it.
The one with the -1.
We're too busy lamenting over the broken stained glass to even notice what's going on.
I was just staring at it. Why didn't Brandon
Those-
have to make the save?
She was ready
So
to
he fought
fight.
against it.
Oh.
As the stained glass breaks at Brennan's proclamation, and the rest of you either bear witness, remain silent, or too distressed to answer, the
No.
window shatters as the sound seems to reach the entirety of the interior of the room. As the rest of you are bombarded by a piercing screech that almost feels like glass stabbing into your brain.
Oh dear.
Oh!
Ouch!
I have 1 hit point.
Oh, honey.
Oh dear.
As
Ow.
Are you
I'm
okay?
squishy.
Sister, what happened? You don't look very good.
glass falls and shatters against the ground,
Oh,
and almost as if there was a
Awesome.
bleeding heart beneath where it was. That is all that remains in the stained glass.
Oh, so awful. Who would do
So-
such a thing?
this place is a jerk. That's all I'm understanding.
Mhm.
Ow.
I don't understand what happened to you guys.
Okay.
Pinches bridge of nose.
We're heading back to the safe room, right? Because you are not going anywhere.
Karen
No.
should.
There is blood running down Karen's nose.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I see.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna go sit down.
Yeah. And then I'll like just arm. So I'm like I'll walk you.
You're
You
all
guys don't look so good. Maybe let me maybe patch you up a little.
If you can do that. It would be...
That
Let's
depends.
just
Can you
get
do
out
that?
of the room first.
Can you patch up the mental wound?
I mean, I
I'm
can
not a
make the
therapist.
bloody noses stop.
All right.
Healer.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
Oh,
Hey, could I have grabbed a piece of the glass?
certainly.
I will grab as like 2 or 3 pieces that seem to fit together.
You
and then
do
walk
so.
back. Gramps, I got you some of the glass. So you can make
No,
it.
don't show me the shards, please.
Aw.
What about the healer feat says I can't use it on people with psychic damage?
There was a very visible wound. It just happens to be up my nose.
I got like see, I got
He
the
can
piece, I got
fix
these
the
pieces.
aneurysm, I'm sure.
Can fix up
Yeah.
for an aneurysm.
I got these pieces that look like a flower, so you can have a flower window, Gramps.
Alright, here I go. Here I go healing again.
Here he goes healing
Ah,
again.
thank you.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice.
That'd be a nice roll.
Oops.
Please, please.
It was enough.
Help me. Help me, please.
1, 2.
Damn it.
Don't worry, I believe in you.
When I saw 3
You'll
dice,
be
I was like,
okay.
"Oh shit, Karen."
He's going crazy.
You feel that it is a very mean trap.
So terrible.
I don't need God to tell me that.
Do we want?
God is reconfirming that.
I'll kill you, God.
God saw it too and went, oh shit, here I go again.
Do we want to continue exploring, or do we want to stop for
Yeah.
tonight?
Maybe may as well, thanks to Brian's skillful healing.
Yeah, man, you're pretty good.
Truly
with that
skillful.
medkit. Pretty good with
Brian.
that medkit, Brian.
Your gut rumbles.
Ow.
You feel appreciated. That is all.
Do you need me to carry you? Need a piggyback?
No,
You sure?
I'm sure.
Really rubbing salt on the wounds that we're still wearing these crowns of failure.
It really is.
I cleared the save
Wait,
overlay.
we
Did it not
have to-
go for you?
We have to clear it individually.
Oh, you had to clear it
Oh.
individually. I see.
How do I do it individually?
Little dice at the top of the map.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. More you know.
I opened the door.
You open the door. Get on the floor. I need you to actually move so I can open the door. There we go.
Okay, I'll get into the floor.
Now
Dinosaur.
I'm walking the dinosaur, and Brennan kind of freezes.
You see a very thin hallway, Brennan.
Oh no. Okay. I'll
A
see you guys on
very
the-
thin hallway.
I'm gonna go through the wardroom.
Oh.
Meet you guys over there.
Wait, what?
He watches her go. He shrugs.
Yeah.
He goes further into the
Um,
room.
Would
I'm not
Karen be
having to
aware
alone.
of that whole dealio?
Yes,
Yeah.
because Brennan was in her room for days.
She doesn't like cramped hallways.
I see. It's not uncommon.
I'm neither here nor there.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a door behind us.
There is a door behind you.
Alright. I'm staying here until there's an open doorway.
All right. Do you want to get that, Brian?
Look, an open doorway.
Like,
Which-
she's not going into
To the
that
north.
hallway until there's a way out.
Ooh, a piece of
Oh,
candy.
you want me to open this door? Ooh, okay.
You open the door, Brian?
I will cast Blade Ward and then open the door with my object interaction.
Understood. You open the door.
As one of many
As-
antlers pierces into you.
Brian, desiccated vines sprawl across the tables and the foggy glass walls of this conservatory. Rusted gardening tools and pots of barren soil lie scattered across sturdy wooden tables.
How clean is the glass? Am I seeing a distorted reflection of myself?
You see a somewhat, not completely distorted, but an aged reflection of yourself in the dusty window and the rain pattering behind it.
At least I'd still be alive as an old man.
What?
I still exist. I'll step in through the doorway and look around the room, though.
Okay. Brian, between eye blinks, the conservatory is alive and filled with flowers. A transparent woman with a veiled hat and parasol strolls through the room. She pauses here and there to admire a bloom or just a pot, and then looks towards you. As suddenly as she appeared, she vanishes, and the room lies in ruins once more, as this is what you see, what you saw.
Woman.
Should I?
Total babe.
Total babe.
And Brian, as this vision fades, what is your perception, your passive perception?
Not good. 14.
14.
Actually pretty good. I thought it was worse.
What is Karen's passive perception?
Cameron's passive perception is 11.
I see.
Let me see.
I
Brian,
don't.
She doesn't though.
You notice as rusty gardening tools levitate from the tables and floors, pointed towards your direction. You have an action. What do you do?
Oh fuck! It was the garden tools, not the brooms.
Time is ticking. In this slow motion world you see.
I'm in fact not cool enough to consider the Theodore.
Oh,
Some world though.
I got a perfect one here. Hold up, where'd it go?
No Tamare.
7. I don't think that one came through, unfortunately.
Zombie, what are you doing?
Damn, my heart beating sound effect didn't come through.
Aw.
No, the one.
Should I do a stress score thing?
Do a what?
Silver? Should I use one of my stress score things?
No, not yet.
Okay, not yet.
You haven't been under a distressful situation quite yet. So, zombie,
Wait and see how Karen does on this QTE, though. Then you might.
you have an action to do whatever you wish before whatever these gardening tools do happens. It appears that you are the only one in the room that notices.
Okay, let me check something. All right, fantastic. I will look at Karen and say, "Don't worry, I believe in you."
What?
Is that your action?
Yes.
Oh, bardic inspiration. Understood. All right, then.
And she can actually benefit from it.
We're just going to go ahead and do this. We're going to make this range attack against you.
Range attack.
Either of those hit. Funny enough, if it was flipped the other ways around, that would have hit Karen.
Hat.
Brian, as you tell Karen that you believe in her, a sharp pain pierces into your back as there is several trowels sticking out of you.
Ooh.
Just got stabbed by shovels, man.
And as that happens, the vines behind you reach around as I need you to make me the saving throw.
Oh my god.
And as they grasp themselves around your neck, getting ready to pull you back behind into the room, you manage to slip out in the nick of time as some of your hair is pulled out. And the room falls silent once again as the vines wither.
There you go.
I was trying to say wriggle and wither before disappearing.
Are you alright? That. Oh. You have shovels stabs in your back. She's gonna try to pull Brian out of the room.
The rest of you hear what happened, if you did not see.
Riri, are you okay?
I'm fine, but he's
Renan, you see several trowels sticking out of Brian's back.
needs help.
God. Ulrich
Brian,
will.
my respect for you has gone up. You protected my sister.
Brian, your guts rumble. You feel that you prevented someone else from getting hurt this day.
That could have fucking killed me, you know? How much damage did that deal?
This kind of hurts.
Are you okay?
What did that actually deal to you?
6.
Oh my god.
That was 2d4.
What is your max health again, Shane?
Mine's 10. I am missing 2. That would have almost brought me down.
That would have been the strength check right after.
Yeah. I have a +1 in those.
Well, I mean, I can patch up nosebleeds for you guys, and like, you know, when blood's trickling out of your ears, I can fix that too. But like, I can't reach this.
Here, give me a med kit. Switch with me.
I guess I'll just have to get stabbed later in the front. That'll work.
That's what?
We'll even it out. If I lose blood from both directions, I can fix it.
Here, let me help you.
It's got to balance the blood out. That's how medicine works.
Here. Bruh, she will ask.
Oh, he's just going. There he goes.
There he goes.
I'm still above half health. I'm not even bloodied.
You got stabbed by
There's blood on you.
man.
Do you want one of us to pull those out?
Nah. If you pull them out, I'm gonna start bleeding more.
That is fair.
Best to leave them in until we can get some proper way to deal with it.
All
maybe
right.
have the
Jared.
doc look at you real quick.
Yo.
As you were looking past Brian as he left the room, you see cracks running through the window that he had stared through before, in a fractured form of the word uninvited.
I close the door.
The door closes.
Alrighty. Ulrich, wanna check what's in there?
Yeah, I'll do this room.
Be at the ready and dodge.
Close out a few of these.
He keeps a hand on the doorknob so that he can yank it closed if he has to.
Alright. As you open this room, you see thin bookshelves line themselves up against the torn wallpaper of this old room. A damp and stale smell, much like that of mildew, pervades the northern wall. On the nearby coffee table lies a heavy tome with an embroidered cloth cover, a newspaper, and a few pamphlets are haphazardly thrown upon it. There seems to have once been traces of a melted candle, as tiny dots of red wax have dripped onto the table.
Karen, you wanna do your spooky hand and grab the book?
The hand's not spooky. You're just
Also, I believe she needs to
unconditioned.
be able to see it. If nothing immediately starts floating and coming at him, he will cautiously enter the room.
Ulrich, a hand floats past you.
All right.
Can you see the book?
No.
Not from that
But-
angle.
But
That's what I
I
was
can
thinking.
certainly float a hand past the wary Ulrich.
Ulrich.
You just hear Eller go left, a little farther, a little. Okay, you got it.
Nothing. No immediate dangers jumps out at you as a hand floats by.
All right. Which table was is the book and
The
newspapers
table-
and stuff on? This big one, or?
In front of you.
All right. Here, I'll get out of the doorway and
The hand.
skim over the pamphlets and newspapers first.
Alright.
Alright, that's much better.
The hand is going to poke at the book.
The hand pokes the book as Ulrich looks over the newspapers. There is nothing immediate that happens. However, Ulrich, the newspaper appears to be from a local paper within the domain of Mordant. The date on all the columns as you look through is obscured, as the text seems to be smudged. Most of the articles have been ruined with time, as a few different sections have suffered extensive water damage. On further examination, if you do, the texture of brine can be found as if the paper, almost as if the paper reeks of muck.
Hmm.
Do you examine the paper further?
Yeah, he does. Cool. Skim for
One-
anything legible.
As you skim through the paper for anything legible, one of the remaining articles seems to stand out to you in particular. Below the news section concerning the town of Glenwich, it's a small column detailing the suicide of a paranormal detective, Sonia Alestroy. Found dead within the Cranberry Inn, the investigator was discovered with both her wrists slit. Further investigation discovered that stashed away within her personal effects was the possession of a few documents incriminating her of being involved with some dangerous cults, including the priests of Oisibus. Any
Of what?
Oisibus.
I suppose.
Any further information concerning the case has been smudged out. There's also 3
what can-
pamphlets sitting across the table.
Ulrich finishes the last word of the newspaper and just crushes it in his hands and drops it on the floor. And he'll look to the pamphlets.
And Karen
Brennan will
squints her eyes at that. Can I insight?
Feel free to insight. Go ahead and roll it into the dice tower, both of you. Insight versus deception.
Schwa.
Do you wish to use Bardic Inspiration on that?
No.
Okay.
Oh, eyes light up. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ulrich, what do you think Karen would see upon examining you?
I think he looks a little agitated, almost like when they were in the first room with the Ouija boards, or the way he regarded it, like it's nothing good. And that it's just sort of something that he wants, like he doesn't want to think about what is on the paper. Kind of thing. Doesn't want to think about the Ouija board, doesn't want to think about what's on the paper, the sort of dismissive, annoyed.
Brennan will poke the book.
Why are you like this?
Brennan will poke the book. The book appears to be poked. I will get you a description in a moment. As this next section is quite short. The pamphlets sitting across from the newspaper seem to be small gazetteers of the regions of Barovia, Demolentlu, and Mordant.
Okay.
As Brennan, taking a look at the cover of the book, you find a blue cloth covered book sitting on the coffee table that is labeled Legends of Borca in large Gothic letters. Decorated in gold symbols, a depiction of a tree spirit with horns and elongated limbs, bearing exposed bones are on the front cover.
She'll pass it off to Karen. And you'll probably get through this faster than I will.
Yeah, I will.
You look through the book.
She will take a perusal through the book.
Is anyone else entering the room, by the way?
No. I'll
Yes.
I'll read through the gazetteers, I guess.
The gazetteers have basic information about each of the 3 regions.
We're in one of them right now, right?
You are in none of them. The Gazetteer of Barovia appears to explain that it is a very, for lack of better words, unhappy place in your mind, as many people seem to be miserable or depressed. And there seems to be a castle that stands over everything with a ruler. The region of Demolentlu is a bit harder for you to grasp, as it seems to be something of a seaport area. Lot of fanciful terms. And the Gazetteer of Mordant seems to describe a quite pleasant place, actually, if not for the odd mysterious happenings and haunts here and there. Strange legends and rumors.
Didn't the doc and them say they're from Mordant?
What did you say?
She's asking the others if didn't they say we'd be going to Mordant when everything was done?
Borca.
Borca.
Orca, yeah.
Book that I have. The
Do you start reading over the book?
Yeah, sure.
How long do you spend going through the book?
Probably only a couple minutes while the others are looking around the room.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to do anything while Karen is reading through the book?
Ulrich is in general gonna scavenge around and stuff, looking for anything Maybe about the person who was here last. If he can discern anything left
Me?
behind or what they were doing.
An investigation check of the room.
Not again.
Oh my god.
It's just bounced
guys
right
are
off the 18
twos.
again.
Unfortunately, it appears that there isn't very many traces of what someone might have been doing within this room. You get the sense, though, that this newspaper and these gazetteers were perhaps a foreign element brought into this room. By who or what is unclear.
Mm-hmm. He sort of huffs a sigh. As his research comes up with nothing new.
Alright, let's check out the last couple of rooms and then set up for the night.
Brian, did you want to do anything in the room? Zombie?
No, I just wanted to go in there.
Gotcha.
Want to be included.
Brennan wanted to get out of the hallway.
I will go ahead and move us at this point up to 30 minutes because of all the events. Okay. Karen, as you are reading through this book, for the few minutes that everyone is in here and taking a look through stuff, and Ulrich commencing his unfortunate investigation, you do find an interesting passage about a creature. Most of the book seems to be, from what you can gather, flipping through it, your typical run-of-the-mill urban legends. However, there's an odd one that pops out to you. The legend titled The Bagman.
I knew it was going to be the Bagman.
The Bagman is an urban legend about an adventurer who sought to escape doom by abandoning his party and hiding inside a bag of holding. When he tried to leave, though, he became lost amid a constantly increasing number of extra-dimensional storage spaces. Over time, the strange forces of this magical in-between place transformed the adventurer into a monstrous creature. Now, every night, Bagman slips out from a random bag of holding. If he doesn't find his home, he drags someone back into the bag with him and leaves behind some trinket of his hidden kingdom of lost junk. Some say that if you speak too loudly over an open bag of holding, or whisper, "Follow my voice," into a magical storage space 3 times, the Bagman will come after you.
Wow.
Boris, are you moving down there?
That's a horrifying story. Thank you for sharing.
I imagine Boris probably did hear that if Cloud did.
I know that urban legend.
I know that.
That's one of those ones that I've read. It's like, that's why I don't.
Sounds like
That's horrifying.
It is.
sounds like something that's
Is
mages
that like based
will
on?
tell their children just to make them
Is that
stay away
based
from their bag of holdings and not make them suffocate in bag of holdings.
That's
Bags
why
of
if you have a bag of
What?
holding, you also have a lock.
What?
You lock your bag.
You lock
Bag
your
of holding
bag?
safety.
Is that a
Yeah.
thing? Is that
That's-
etiquette? Do they come with a lock, or do you?
No,
have
you get a lock yourself.
Yes. Let me go ahead and add this to the parcel, by the way.
Oh
Gimme.
my god, a bag of holding.
Gimme.
Give me.
It's
Gimme.
mine.
Give me.
Give me some lore.
Legends of Borka.
Well,
It's
a room.
mine.
I don't know about the fucking room because I can't see shit.
Legends of
What
Borka,
room indeed?
Ocarina of Time.
Boris, you see that there are in fact rooms. There is a right room.
It's a Ocarina.
It's a bag.
The Borkarina.
Boris, as you kind of shuffle around the doorway with the light provided to you, you see
I'll step in.
Okay. You step in. It's a very dark room. Does that light not go that far?
Oh, it doesn't want to enter the room for some reason.
Do you want Brennan to step in so we can?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a cube
Brennan
around
is
her.
Red is why. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
That's why we don't.
Mixing with my blue.
Okay.
Mixing with my blue because of my blue because of blind sight. It just kind of turns into this like dark purple.
All right. You guys enter the room as Finch's games sit upon a floral tablecloth as pictorial cards are spread out across it. An innate box decorated in silver filigree lies in the center of the table. Propped up against it is a wooden lid. Its ivory tiles can be seen scattered around it. Elsewhere on the table lies an empty wine glass, which has been collecting dust for some time. An uncorked bottle of wine sits next to it. I knew it.
Please stop grabbing stuff.
Too late.
What is Brennan doing?
She's uncorking the whiskey and taking a sip.
No.
Your sister has a problem.
Nah,
I thought the wine was already uncorked.
She,
It is not.
Oh, okay, I misheard.
uncorked bottle.
Or did I do
Whiskey.
uncorked? Oh, did I? Oh, right, uncorked. Yeah, sure.
It's a whiskey, you dolt.
she'll give it a smell.
No,
and then
you know what
take
it
a
is?
sip,
It
take a
still
sip.
has the wax seal.
It's whiskey with a wine glass. That's
No,
rather
no.
strange.
It is, in fact, like that. Very
That's-
weird, I know.
That's so strange. Who would-
My brain was just, I didn't even hear the word whiskey, and my brain was just like, it's wine.
It is, in
You're
fact,
the wine
whiskey.
glass.
I thought you guys were talking about a different thing, so I was like, oh, did I write like that? No. I knew what I wrote.
What strange.
You
fellow.
uncork the bottle. The whiskey bottle, as you take a look at it for a brief moment, is labeled Red Truffle. And Red Truffle. While the bottle has been sealed, has a natural pungency to it as you uncork it, which your gut grumbles as it tells you this could be mistaken for having gone sour, as a acrid and bitter aroma comes off of it, burning your nose.
Swig.
You take a swig, and a somewhat
You.
surprising taste greets you as a musky and beef-like flavor seems to flow out of the rich amber liquid when it reaches the tongue. Pouring out a glass of it is, well, for the others, nearly reminiscent of that of oil, as it has a slightly thicker viscosity than water. Your gut tells you, Brennan, that this, first off, is in fact very strong whiskey as your mouth burns.
And
Second,
you shoot fire,
off,
setting everything on fire.
you are once again unsure if perhaps somewhere within the distillation process, this whiskey wasn't messed up. Because while it is uncorked, and whiskey, as you know, through experience, can remain fresh indefinitely when preserved properly, this has a very, how do we say, strong taste to it that you're unsure whether you should swallow or drink.
You
She was gonna swallow. She's all.
Oh, she's a swallower.
You certainly earned Dad's dim-witted side.
It's burns going down, but it doesn't feel like you'll die from this, so it's probably nothing.
Not
The
mine.
harshest cough.
Sure, God. I believe you.
Thought it would be better than this. Wanted to see what their booze is like.
Not to be mean, it's been in a house that is unknown duration of sitting. It's probably not actually good.
She's gonna go over to the fireplace and pour it out.
Don't do that. It's
In the fireplace. What? Why
the
the fire-
fireplace.
Brendan
isn't
has
lit.
acquired a bottle of whiskey, which he immediately discards the bottle of whiskey.
Well, rest in peace, poor whiskey.
It's so weird that survival horror games might place the object that you need to use in the very place that you need to use it.
Yeah.
Actually, no. She'll pocket it and save it for later. Maybe it'll get better with time.
Ah, so I will play the
Even-
sound effect.
Even better with
It's
time.
not go. Like the sound effect waits for the bottle to fully be put in the bag.
Gotta be
You're damn
registered in
right.
your inventory, you fool.
All right. So what are we doing?
Anything else in the room?
Good
There's,
old beef
like,
The
whiskey.
cards.
Paper.
There are a number of things within the room.
Gramps, you want a glass?
What? No.
There are, let's see, pictorial cards, that which I'm imagining Ulrich takes a look at.
Yeah.
Me? Scroll up then. Ooh, this one I have entries for too.
Oh
Ooh.
my goodness.
We go to uncategorized for this. So, I think we'll just run this room, maybe. If you guys want to go to go back afterwards, you can. But I will go ahead and run this. So, you take a look at the cards. There appears to be a pile of cards. 3 piles, in fact. A arranged format of them within a group where there is a single card in the middle, surrounded by 4 other cards. One on each side. There seems to be a pile of cards at the head of the table, one to the right near the head of the table, and one in the middle of the table. Which pile of cards would you like to examine?
Let's do the one at the head of the table.
You take a look at the pile of cards at the head of the table, as I will share this image.
It's flames. Oh, no, it's Roka. Never mind.
Of course.
Of course
what
it
we
is.
got here? Mercenary, merchant, rogue,
What does that mean?
ghost horseman.
Anyone who wishes to make an Arcana check to know how tarot cards work, this formation can.
Could I have
Arcana.
advantage because I know of this stuff?
Here we go.
I'll say you can have advantage.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's apparently been longer than 10 minutes, so I lost the bark inspiration.
As
You did.
a master of cliche and storytelling, may I use my talents in calligraphy and writing on this?
You
And
may.
have proficiency. Okay.
You may.
Here I go, baby!
I didn't even think about that. I could have used my By the
As
way,
a hack writer.
If 21 isn't enough, I'll use.
I will stop you right there. 21 is easily enough.
Okay, I was
we
making
are
sure.
level 1, sir.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be impossible because I was about to say I think knowledge from past life can be used afterwards.
You can do, yeah. The feature, I'm pretty sure, says it. Double check it if need be, but yes. 21 is easily enough. Anyone who
immediately
got
after seeing the D20, yeah.
pretty much everyone but Brennan that rolled.
Okay. Cool. I just because I know sometimes this stuff can be like you're not supposed to ever.
Anyone but Brennan who rolled. You guys do know
I remember
that-
these words. High off
Hmm?
my ass on anvil dust.
Very quiet.
Okay.
What?
I remember seeing these cards before, but it's high off of anvil dust, so I don't remember much from that night.
Wow.
Okay. So, as the rest of you look at the cards, you see that based off the formation, it is, in fact, a fortune telling using Taroka cards, a specialty for those who are from the domains of dread that would know what they are. The effective goal is to predict a person's fortune and life path using the middle card, which represents their entire life, followed by the card directly to the left, which represents their past. The card above, which represents their present, and the card to the left, which represents their future, with a final card placed at the bottom to represent the journey throughout. I will say, particularly for Boris, he's the only one here who understands and can interpret what each of the cards means.
Is it a full deck, by the way, or just these 5 cards?
It appears to be only 3 piles of 5 cards each. The rest of the deck does not seem to be on the table. Would you like to try to see if there is a deck?
I'll read the cards first.
Okay. Let me get this open then.
I was about to say, or do you want to leave it as a stinger because it's 11?
We can go ahead and... Yeah, we can leave it as a stinger.
Like, the idea would be like, I've seen these, and then Boris be like, wait, no, wait. I can read these. Just give me a minute.
And on the...
And then it...
And then it freeze frames and
in the
gets all
pile
monochrome,
in the
and
pile
then
to the next, you see
Yeah.
you see this card in the center with flames that have eyes coming through through them as that card disappears. And congratulations, now you're the enemy of a devil.
Oh no.
I cannot believe that there are 5 Boris cards ready to predict Brian's future at the bottom of this image.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Each card is
The Boris card.
all of the
But you're
Represents
I was like,
Boris.
I am going to read these. I'm so glad I rolled a 19. I was like, I'm gonna
And
read
the
these. I was gonna
Boris
use my
card.
my undead thing anyways.
Alright.
Everyone is on a card. Karen and Brennan are on the same card.
And the
Yeah.
Boris card, which
leave me alone.
represents Boris.
Okay.
Yeah. So I say with that, Boris going, wait a minute, I can read these. That's where we're going to end for this week.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't prepare an outro. I prepared everything else.
Joke's on you. I never prepare an outro.
Have a creepy night.
We're done now. Bye.
Goodbye.
We're done now. Bye,
Bye,
lol.
lol.
Bye,
Give us
lol.
any remarks or any thoughts on this because we're trying something new here. We'll appreciate any comments. We might dislike you afterwards, but we'll still take the comments full-heartedly.
Okay.
Ow, dude. Damn.
Jeez.
I don't project my own self-hatred out onto other people.
I do,
Alright, I
though,
should hate
so.
myself, not
The representatives of Shayside Entertainment and Roma Shade would like to mention that Chris does not share our beliefs.
No, but I'll show the fuck out of him.
Oh my! I will
no,
go ahead and
whatever,
give
good.
one shout out. Actually, before we end, these cards are in fact a free supplement provided from Reddit by a user called Nefermaeus.
They
They're
didn't-
very easy to find.
They did not look
Cool.
familiar.
I
They
was
are
wondering-
they colored them. They gave them out for everyone to use. Whoever wanted to use them.
Like
I was-
I have
is that a
the
pre-
physical deck.
That's cool.
Real question: is that a pre-done image you did, or did you specifically?
This is a
drew
pre-organized.
those 5 cards. Okay.
That's a
Oh wait! What's your question?
Did
I think I
you
misinterpreted.
pick those 5 cards, or was it like these 5 cards are here?
Did
Why
you
would I
pick
fucking
the
tell you?
arrangement? Did you pick the
Exactly.
arrangement?
No,
Is the
like, did you,
question.
Mike? No, sorry. Let me rephrase that.
That sounds.
Did you Photoshop those 5 like that, or was
Ah.
that an image already?
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you initially asked.
I said it.
If it
I
was the other ways
joking.
around,
No,
I would be like, why
was
would I
wording
tell
it-
you?
I was wording it bad. No, I meant, did you Photoshop to put them like that because that's really clean, or was it just?
I did,
like,
in fact, align them all.
Aw,
And they
that's
were
great.
very big images, so I had to shrink them.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yep. So we'll see you tomorrow for one last session of D&DMC. And then after that,
Oh, no.
we'll
Will
of course
we
be back
die?
for this. Who,
Probably
not. We'll be
Virgil, what?
We'll
Damn,
be back
guys,
with
that's
this
fun.
next week, and the week after that, we'll be doing some Dragonfall. So hey,
Oh yeah, I am the buffer in between.
Indeed. All right. Have a wonderful one whenever you're watching this. I'm willing to do this because I'm the one that presses the stream button.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Fare thee well.